Hello and welcome back to another week of RDR streams. We're here with the gang in the Discord call.
Hey. Let's go.
Fair few people present tonight and ready for this. The lobby settings are all ready to go for you all. Hope you're all doing well here this evening. Some longer Group 3 races, as we can see here. We've got 10 laps around Autodromo Nazionale Monza. Requested by Grappig. First one to give me a request back. Hello in the chat, Jolvo. How we doing? So your settings then, we're looking at 3 times tyre wear, 2 times fuel consumption rate. Bonjour, Orion. Light mechanical damage, and you have got brake balance in your settings as well for Group 3. Penalties and everything else are all on. And, oh yeah, that's it. False start check has now started as well. Not Monza, haha. Well, unlucky SAS, Monza is happening. Anyway, are we all ready for the lobby to start?
Never.
Should we get the lobby underway?
I'm kind of not.
I'm ready.
Poorly timed, but just finishing my tea.
I
We should have eaten it first and then gone live, but we're fine. We're here. Anyway, my fault for messing around. Let's get things going.
Spam refresh, boys.
Mac, hey, wait for
Yes,
my
I am.
finish.
No, I can't. I'm not waiting for your Pokemon level graphic.
And
Oh, the level, sir.
Oh my god.
Battle.
Shoes first.
Guess who's back?
Orion, SAS, Semi, Panam, Jolvo, Astral, Orion. Who else? Big Two Step, LBR,
Feels like it's like members only.
No.
Babaloo, someone new, and Mr. Not So Nice, A+S. He seems like he drives pretty nice. And then for Freaky.
For freaky.
Oh, you could see why I stuttered it. He's got 2 Fs. No, we have got a good mix tonight, not just all originals.
A few Germans, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, Spain as well. LBR is back, boys.
And the lobby is full, fellas. We have filled up.
That's the wrong LBR, yeah.
We are done. What's that? That's not a new record for us, I don't think. I think the record literally is, as soon as it loaded, it went 16.
Look behind you, Sammy.
Very nice, Nico Andrew.
Yeah,
What was I going to do then? Yeah, so that's it. We've got Freaky in, Babaloo. Oh,
Hello.
now Af has left the room. There is now a space. Instantly, though, filled by E2 Poodle.
Yes, Orion!
DK is new. Well, was new. He's now left. There is... No, never mind. Space is gone.
Yes! By the way, Orion did push me to BB rating again, right? My livery. Your livery.
So, we're just going to let everyone know... No, LBR's in.
Pokemon battle's done.
Is that everyone? Apart from Mr. Not So Nice.
Go there, this go there. No, this go no. There.
Alright.
Okay.
It's
Hey, what are you hitting me for?
time for Skibbity Thrashing.
No, come on, bro. Shut up, please.
No, never.
Oh,
Not
no, I
this
did.
stream. Not
Graphic,
this
please,
stream,
one
bruh.
stream without DVD.
Brain rot. One stream
There we go.
Well, I already said it.
Tell you what,
so
while I'm
it's-
eating me tea, let's just get this underway quickly.
You're
Let's jump
eating
on.
your
Oh my god.
I'm eating it right now. I'm going to blast through it, so I'm going to just jump on there with that. Stick me face cam off, blast through me dins, so I haven't got to worry about you lot eating me or watch me stuff me face.
Sorry, you're eating tea, but you're just eating the leaves.
You're not British, you don't understand our concepts of language.
Yeah,
No, I
yo,
don't think I
your
want to
language
if
is
you
weird,
eat
man.
tea.
We have different meals throughout the day. We have dinner, we have tea. SAS, do you understand where I'm coming from?
No, he
SES is
doesn't.
also British.
That's why I've
Imagine
asked
he
him.
Says no. Imagine he says no.
But he's on a rather quick looking lap right now, so I don't think he's gonna... I think he's too interested in answering right now. Yeah.
Yeah,
You
so
say
eating
no.
your tea
You say
steak.
no SMFC dominance today, Matt?
Depends how many liveries we see, really. I mean,
Orion, that's
we know SAS is fast, but we also know that SAS is no longer the only A+ driver in the lobby.
But he is also not the only SMFC driver in the lobby. At least the SMFC livery user.
Well, he's got a second penalty and he's spun, so there's no point watching him anymore. On board with Astral
That's
then.
crazy. That's crazy, bro.
Imagine.
Poor SAS.
I see myself bombing it into the next corner.
I'm so slow.
What was the question? We have different types of dinner. We have dinner and we have tea. Good evening, Freaky. Yeah, we have dinner and we have tea. Do you know when I say I'm eating my tea? Do you know what I mean?
He doesn't.
Yeah, you just eat the leaves.
Epic, he's not a bird.
He says he does.
I
Thank
don't
you.
know it.
I'm a bird.
You never know it, man. Maybe it
No, we call it dinner and we call it tea. So
I still think you eat the leaves.
Yeah. Same. Let us believe.
Let us believe.
Oh, bro.
Babalu actually going fastest with a 148.
That's
It's a pretty
low.
nice time.
It's not for you, maybe.
All Pan Am set
I'm
up
being
fast.
positive. Shut up.
Alright.
Yeah, it's such a bad lap. Oh my god.
Yeah, so just let you guys have a little bit of practice and then we'll jump straight into our first race.
That's a bit
49-1.
wide.
Okay, and car just don't brake. Okay.
That's just.
I mean, it's going good for once. We're 6 minutes into the stream and we are actually on track. Which normally doesn't happen for our streams.
Then just don't brake, car.
The car doesn't want to brake, then it doesn't have to.
Yeah, if he doesn't want to brake, then he don't need to brake.
Yeah, let the car do something.
It's a he.
It's a he, definitely. I mean, I have a big Miku on my car, but it's a he.
Mine's a Hell Dog.
And I have a point
Eyebrow,
drive and I'm driving the
eyebrow.
Porsche. I don't care anymore.
Anyway, are we all ready?
Wait, I'm almost done with
I
my
am on medium.
I really
no,
want
I'm not ready.
set down the plan.
I am
Should
also
make
not
me
ready.
feel very
I
happy.
need to go to motion control. Because this car does not turn.
Remember, we have got qualifying to go. This isn't jump straight into the race.
I have no brakes. I have no brakes.
That's not
Yeah,
good.
if you go out of the pit, your brakes are. Oh, I see free.
Freaky.
Freaky.
Yeah, well, I
Good
understand why
evening,
that-
JP and Mr. Not So Nice. I've just caught up and seen that you've
Oh.
messaged back.
Astral's
Whoa,
ready.
freaky!
Casper has cooked me a lovely meal here.
Better name
Lovely
wrong
tea.
graphic. It is
Oh yeah, freaky.
For freak. For freaky.
No, it's
Lucas is ready.
freaky. Yeah, sure.
Yes, ready. I don't care. I want my lap. Haha.
We need to introduce a new way of you lot telling me I'm ready. Like, just going and like driving back to pits or something.
I'm ready.
Same
Okay.
car.
I'm just
What if you just say, I'm ready? You know?
Saying I'm ready works too, but you never get a full lobby response. R works.
someone
We've
from the
got 2
mountain.
R's.
What if I say L instead of R?
Then that means
That's
you're not
just
ready.
Matt's performance.
Freaky is ready.
There's someone from Malta.
Freaky is ready to get freaky.
Babalu picking up a 1 second penalty. That's
I
not
thought
good.
I disguised it as an R.
Babalu.
Babalo.
Anyway,
Mr. Miyagi! No, Daniel-san.
got it.
You need to learn the way
B from Grappig, a dot from Jolvo. Let's just get the qualifying underway.
Alright.
Question mark. Okay. I think Orion is ready.
Right, guys, I'll stay in chat with you through qualifying. We'll just test something, but just, you know, try and spend as much time as you can concentrating instead of just talking about random gibberish. Maybe give us some insights on your laps.
It's going
I
bad.
can't
it's
go
going
out of
bad,
pit.
it's going bad, it's going bad.
I can't go out. Let me out. Thank you.
I'm out of the pits.
Someone is racing.
On board
beside
first, yeah, Grappig and Panam are right next to each other coming out of the pits.
I'm like almost last.
I sure German.
Don't worry.
That's a bit wide, don't you think?
Nah.
Not the
I know
racing
Why
why.
do
line,
you brake
bucko.
so much?
SAS just sent me a video clip. I shall check that in a moment, sir.
He was like, probably he was like 2 seconds
Hey!
purple.
Padam and Graphic battling away in here in qualifying.
What are you?
Your
I
fault.
think they'd be leaving a little bit of space, given
is
that
that my
they're about to
fault?
put in some nice laps, but no, they choose to fight instead. Violence
Your
decided
fault.
between these two, and now I think Grappig's the violent one, as he's now picking a fight with Polsky.
Hey, wait, buddy.
He calls
Buddy,
himself
no.
the fast
That
Polsky.
statement. I agree
Yeah,
with
so
that.
doesn't give him a reason to push me off.
Oh, I mean,
Phantom's fault.
Skill issue.
Why
look,
is
you've
that
got a
my
5-minute quali with a 90-second continuation timer. Just back off a little bit, go again. That's it. Give yourself some room. You've got a decent run up now, Graphic.
It's all Phantom's fault.
So Poodle in the GT
I do.
Sprint M6. Orion in
Why is it
the
my fault?
his custom livery
This.
Supra. Jolvo in his LSR livery. I'm sure you said Panam, wasn't it, Porsche?
Yes.
Big two-step back in the Alpine Supra. Mr. Not So Nice in the Lexus, followed by JP in the Ferrari, with Semi weaving along behind in the Orion Esports Porsche. SAS in the SMFC M6. LBR in the nice standard R8. Astral then in the AMG. Freaky in a Supra with what livery is on that? I'm not too sure. It's a custom livery.
It's for freaky.
Taser in the Ferrari. Babalu in the RCF. Poodle in the Sprint. Panam in the SMFC M6 also. And Grappig in the Helldivers Porsche.
He finally said that it was a Helldivers Porsche. Took him on.
Wow.
I still did not.
Hang on, I called it out on Nürburgring.
I still did not take my time to do Semi's Lambo livery and Graphics Helldivers livery.
Yeah, oh well.
I don't even care about the Lambo livery. The Lambo is terrible in GR4.
I mean, I won the Nürburgring 2-hour race with that.
Yeah, but
so.
it got it
But
got absolutely
that's when it was good.
patched.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's true. That's when it was good. Yeah.
it got nerfed so badly. I even won with my TT against Huracan.
You
Remember to
won
hit
the
like on the
GT.
stream for us, guys, as well. Can't actually see how many people have liked it, but hopefully everyone watching along has given it a like for us. And if you're new, make sure to hit that sub button for us as well, guys. Thank you very much.
Okay, my car doesn't.
Gonna
like
sit on nice and
brake
quietly
more.
now with Orion as he finishes his first flying lap to see where he stands, with Jolvo rocking in the distance behind.
Almost won the first turn. That's great.
I don't want to start on front.
On France.
Yeah.
149, big two-step with a 148. Mr. Not So Nice with a 147.9. JP joining the 149 club. SAS now coming round. It's a 150 laps, just not looking good for him. As with LBR. Astral's attempt then. Where does Astral stand on the leaderboard? Third place for Astral. Babalu with a 148. And then Poodle coming through with a 147.944. Just toppling Mr. Not So Nice by, ooh, look at that, a 100th of a second. Or 200th of a second.
I don't think I'm gonna get a second.
Oh, no.
Very German dominant lobby today.
Yeah. Oh my god.
5,
Stay on board with the leader in the qualifying for a second.
1. I did not get a second lap. That's crazy. And I'm giving up on Gran Turismo.
Poodle is purple again
Uh-huh.
on the final lap.
But I know where I lost all my time. I lost it in the Ascari chicane. Went too deep.
Yeah, I went wide there.
You can lose so much time in Ascari.
Yeah, you can lose pretty much.
So then it's very annoying if you're not allowed to set down a second lap.
Yeah. Annoying as well.
Oh no, Poodle's lost it.
I think where else could I? Oh, I also know.
47.5.
The
There we
second
go.
chicane, I think I also lost.
SAS pulling a blinder of a lap in for the final lap.
I might not
148.004 for Astral.
I might not make it.
Some big hitters, big two-step though coming through in second place. Nicely done.
Doesn't the race need a pit stop?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's pit stops here. You have to use the medium or the soft tyres.
Get me to the line. 3, 2, and 1. I did not make it.
And that's
Oh
the
my
end of the
God.
qualifying.
That was such a bad.
I don't have to switch over to ask the opinions now. Just give them. How was that?
P2. What am I? P13 or something? Yeah, great. Great.
Am I in front
Let's have a
of
look at the
Turbo?
times then.
Yes.
It's pretty close actually. It's not too.
Someone set down a 2 minute.
Yeah, I don't think Taser meant to set that lap.
Taser
Anyway,
broke
are we
everything
all
except
ready?
one.
Are we all ready to go?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Fantastic.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, Taser's gone.
Never mind them. Oh well, 14 car grid it is. Remember to get your tyres sorted now. It's a medium and soft strategy. Make sure to get those ready and good to go. Let me know when you're ready and we'll start the race.
I'm
Is that
ready,
mandatory?
steady.
I'm guessing there's mandatory pit stops, right?
It is?
Change
No.
22, yeah.
No, it's not mandatory. No, it's not.
Alright, okay.
It's not mandatory.
Yeah.
Just do the entire race on soft. It'll be fine.
Yeah, I'll do that.
Yeah, it should be all good. Just got to finish a minute ahead of everyone else as well then.
Yep.
No. It's not mandatory. I know what you're talking about.
That was lovely, thank you. Run these out to the kitchen over now.
I do have to go eat, so if I spin or something, I'll just leave. I'm not gonna mess about, because I should really go now, but I'm gonna try to do the race anyway.
I'm good, thank you.
How does one type Chinese?
Okay. So,
How does one not do
we
that?
are ready to go.
A lot of
My headset is all the way down here. So let's get that.
Actually, well, I do not know. What are we doing?
Let's go. You have downloaded GT7 again. I'm going to try hop on, back on when I get in from smoke. So it's Dylan. No worries, man. Hopefully there's space in the lobby. We'll see you in a bit. Or see you in a bit now. Let's get into the race. I am going to switch myself on over to stream chat though, guys, so you can chat away for race chat, okay? But best of luck in the race, fellas.
Thank you.
There we are, and now it is just us. I have to go eat, so if I spin or something, I'm gone. Says SAS, no worries. And say poor time to start a race, I think, for that. So false starts will be penalised. Make sure to keep your foot on the brake until the race starts. Here we go. Any penalties? No, I think the whole grid got through that cleanly off the start. SAS, though, tearing away in that M6. Fantastic lightning start for him. Down then into the first corner at Monza. Normally a place of trouble, a place of terror. But we'll see how the pack gets through. These lot going 3 wide here. Poodle just backing out of it. A few people having to use the slip road. Freaky there, unfortunately, having an accident and spinning. 2-second penalty for Semi. He's had a bit of contact there. However, I think everyone else seems to have got through pretty clean. Yet Semi seems to be the only person throughout the grid with a penalty from that start. But it's okay. It's only a 2 seconds, not a major one. Back on board, then we have SAS and Big Two Step leading the pack from first and second place. Even everyone can't stick around, but wanted to say hi and drop my usual like. Thank you very much, PlayStation Racer. So SAS now picking up a 0.5 penalty, which will cost him across the penalty line with Big Two Step behind. No penalties, of course, for himself. Mr. Not So Nice then, the newcomer in the Lexus RCF. He's got a second penalty there for a shortcut. That's a shame. Poodle then behind with a 0.5 as well, battling it out. He should take that position there from Mr. Not So Nice, depending on whether he can keep it. However, Astral and then Babalu being sort of followed on behind with JP, Panam, Orion, Jolvo, Semi making a quick move there as Jolvo has gone off, and then Freaky and LBR. 0.6 gap then for SAS after serving that penalty. Big Two Steps now looking to make the move into Parabolica. Can't get it done, so slots in behind SAS to attack onto the next lap. Of course, remember, we have got the strategy going on here today with the mediums and the softs. The drivers have got to make that choice themselves of when they feel the best time is to pit. Big Two Step then coming across the start-finish line just behind SAS, reaping in all of that tow. Astral now just moving up into third with Babalu alongside him. They're looking to go too wide into the first sector as well. Big Two Step can't quite make the move on SAS, but SAS there goes wide. Big Two Steps now takes the lead in or after the exit of the first chicane. SAS leaving or having no choice there after running wide than to just join on behind him and join him for a chase now on Big Two Step. So the roles are now reversed. It's Big Two Step all on the defence and SAS all out attack. Further back into third position, we have Astral also battling with Babalu, who Babalu wants that podium position off him. He looks up the inside, no move made there. SAS just having a bit of a cut across there, giving the space back then to Big Two Step. But Astral now takes the space off of SAS. It's a battle for these two. Bins a bit of a drop back from that second chicane from SAS. It has cost him dearly there. He's got Babalu up into third position now with Astral dropping to fourth. That looks like it could change around though. I'd say these five, including Poodle here, they are rapid around Monza. Pulling a 3.5 second gap look back down to fifth position. But the top five are tied into a battle for any position up to first. Fantastic racing from the team here today. Welcome into the stream, guys. If you are watching, please make sure to remember to hit that like button for us. It really helps out. SAS and Big Two Step then battling it out. Second lap in for the nearly 500 subs. You're smashing it, bro. Thank you, Dylan. I appreciate it, bud. And say hopefully we can hit 500 this week. It's definitely on the cards. We'll see how the week goes, especially considering we got the RDRP tomorrow as well. Oh, unfortunately, Astral there in this top five group picking up a 0.5 penalty, which will drop him behind Poodle across the next lap. Just seen someone has dived into the pits there, but we're not going to check on that. We're going to keep on board with the leadership battle. Big Two Step goes around the outside of SAS, puts himself onto the inside, and he makes it round. Oh, fantastic fighting from both of these. SAS defending within an inch of his life in that M6, pushing as hard as he can to get it in front of the Supra, and he does so. A fantastic defensive move back from SAS. Phenomenal driving skills showing from the pair of these here. Big Two Step with a very, very risky dive and move under the brakes, but it seems to have paid out. No contact there. He has put himself into the claws of Astral and Babalu, but he stays onto the back of SAS as well. SAS doing well to have defended that move off in the second chicane. I think personally, after driving the M6 as well, I find it's probably one of the most dominant cars in door-to-door battles when it comes to Group 3. It really can shove the weight around. Oh no, there's been a bit of a slip. Big Two Step has spun out. What's gone on there? Astral and Babalu move up second and third position. Astral there dropping behind Babalu in third. And now Poodle there in fourth position. Nearly 2 seconds off of the American Astral in third. Babalu now is left chasing SAS for the lead. I'm not too sure what's happened. SAS has had a slip and he's off. He's into the barrier, but he's recovered it. Recovered it nice enough. Babalu has slipped up the inside, but he's straight back into the tow and chasing Babalu down back for first position. Unfortunate from SAS, bit of a wobble, but I think he's done the best that he could have done given the situation. He is now in the claws of Astral, same as Poodle, also catching up. Astral now slipping around the outside, both too wide as we come across the start-finish straight here at Monza for the third time onto lap 4. Babalu now starting to clear away in the RCF. Panam there in the pits, I can see from the mediums, just switching it over to the softs, I'd imagine. So that could be the optimal strategy. I don't know. I'm not too sure what the softs and what the tyre wear is on those softs here today. Babalu, though, 2.2 seconds out. Astral there just sneaking ahead of SAS. SAS still down into 3rd place now with Poodle behind him. 3.5 seconds back, we have Grappig and Orion who are having their own little battle for 5th position. Orion all over the mirrors of the Porsche. Not given any room, doesn't want to alleviate any pressure, and he dives up the inside. Does he get the move done on the chicane? Yes, he does. Bit of contact from both of them, but either driver makes it out clean. Fantastic move there just to have jumped on board from Orion. Semi then just coming through in 7th position with a decent gap between him and Jolvo. I have just noticed SAS has moved up a place, though, up to 2nd place now, just ahead of Astral. These two are battling it out for the spot below the podium. Yeah, big fight now as we're heading towards Ascari there. As you can see, Babalu in the distance, just starting to tear away with it, as SAS is so busy defending off Astral. Nice move and entrance into the Ascari curves from SAS, puts him ahead of the American as we come round. Poodle, I think they're just caught a bit too much toe through Ascari and had a bit of a wider exit, leaving him at the back of this little pack. SAS and Astro, though, left a 100th of a second splits the pair of them, or 200th of a second, sorry, splits the pair of them. Again, just another great move by SAS in that M6 to go up I think SAS has just gone, no, yeah, SAS is running wide. So Astral now takes his opportunity and dives into the pits, followed by Poodle. Could we see an undercut here from Astral and Poodle on the softs? Potentially, as obviously Babalu and SAS both still need to pit. However, they've just given themselves a bit of a gap here, down to 3rd position. Orion, though, still battling away with Grappig. Grappig not happy about the original move made. He wants that position back, especially now considering it comes with a trophy. Semi also pushing well in 5th, followed by Mr. Not So Nice in the RCF in 6th. He's an A+ driver that's come into the lobby tonight, so it'll be interesting to see if he stays with us, how he looks on the podium compared to our other other resident, should I say, fast men such as SAS. I mean, by the looks of it, though, Babalu just pulling the consistency card on this race, and a 4.5 second lead in that really nice looking RCF up in front. Nicely done, buddy. But yeah, SAS cruising well in 2nd. Grappig now cruising well ahead of Orion in 3rd. A move was made there just while I was looking through. Not too sure what's happened, but fair play Grappig for getting around Orion. It's now on Orion to make the defensive move back if he wants to climb up a position. But he's going to have to be careful with Semi lurking in the balance as well. I'm just trying to see if there's any more battles going on throughout the field. We've got Poodle approaching Astral. However, a 0.5 penalty is going to see to that battle. No, I don't think so. I think it's... Oh, SAS has had a large spin plus a barrier collision there. He's lost a few. He did say he was leaving, though, if and when anything happened, as he had to go for food. So it now leaves Grappig on the 2nd step of the podium. It's all good, SAS, don't worry, bud. With Orion just below him on the bronze position in 3rd. Nicely done, fellas. I think these two still have to pit as well, so we're going to have to keep an eye out for that. Depending on which tyres they've gone for on the start. Babalu then from the pits diving into 1st place, hoping to get an undercut on the others here for the lead. As he comes out, though, in 4th position, he's just about to be passed here by Mr. Not So Nice, also matching him in the Lexus. But he slots in there just behind as we enter the 1st corner. Jolvo there not looking like he's going to go round Babalu at all. So we'll just keep a gentle eye on Babalu throughout the series of the race and see if he can climb up the leaderboard any further. So it's now your current leaderboard. Bree, welcome back. Nice to see you. I haven't seen you in a few weeks now. But anyways, back aboard with the leadership battle then, as Grappig and Orion are scrapping it out for the top step of the podium. It's been handed to them both, and of course they have still got to pit, but for now, it's where the excitement is, and it's all to play for. Orion has picked up a 0.5 in the 2nd chicane, which is a shame, but Grappig's been able to keep it clean. So we should see Grappig tear off a little bit into the distance. Semi, of course, just 1.5 seconds out behind in 3rd. He's pushing along nicely. I'm not too sure either from this lot who have pitted. I think Mr. Not So Nice might have even dived into the pits earlier on, leaving him in a very, very great position when it comes to fighting for the lead. This then, from 4th position down, could actually be looking at the leadership battle. Of course, we know Astro and Poodle both dived into the pits. That was on an attempted undercut for SAS. Welcome into the stream, though, guys that are watching. If you are new, make sure you hit that sub button for us and get involved with everything we do by ringing the notifications bell and joining the Discord, which is pinned in the top of the comments if we haven't already. We got some green flags then. Moving up, Orion has served his 0.5 penalty, and as we thought, it's put Graphic just about a second ahead, but he is in the claws of Semi. Can't find the server, Keenan. I think it might be full, even though it says 10. We have some people in spectating. You're going to have to just sit tight and check. If not, could someone put my PlayStation in the tag so you can just quickly add that and then you can join through friends. So then Orion and Semi tied into a battle for 2nd and 3rd position here as the 7th lap commences around Monza. Graphic having a bit of a slide from that first corner. It's put him in a vulnerable spot now with Orion creeping ever so close after a fantastic exit off the first corner. Semi doing the same. He's just creeping up ever so slowly onto Graphic. We're tied now in a 1-2-3 battle for the lead. Thank you, Casper. Of course, this lead is going to change as we continue on through the race, as we have got to change, or these lot have got to all change their tyres. Orion now, though, looking up the inside of Graphic for that first position. Puts himself onto the better position on the corner, up the inside, and he takes it, moving onto the second part of the box section to head down on the straight towards Oscari. What is this top 3? They haven't pitted yet, Slice. But Orion, he keeps it nicely. Well raced by Orion to put himself up ahead of Graphic. Graphic now sandwiched in between Orion and Semi. Semi, of course, still piling that pressure on the pair of them, but dancing that Porsche in the mirrors of both Graphic's Helldivers Porsche and Orion's Supra. Orion, though, nice and sturdy up in first place. Little bit of a wobble, but he keeps it clean. Little bit of a wider exit too, and another wobble, but again keeps it clean and smooth. Semi, though, making the move around Graphic and taking advantage of the loss of positions. I think Semi having a fantastic exit off Ascari has put him into a lovely position to dive up the inside around Parabolica. It's 2 moves in 2 corners for Semi. Really becoming one to watch here in the race. It is a shame that he has got to pit at some point. We're going to see a 3-way pit dive now for these 3. The battle shall commence once we enter out of the pits. So then, Mr. Not So Nice, the A-plus driver, new into the lobbies this evening, pushing himself up to first position as the first man to race who has pitted. Babalu, second place, our previous race leader. Of course, he's been undercut here by Mr. Not So Nice. Astral and Poodle now tied into a battle. Poodle looks at the inside, but backs out of it on that first chicane. Knows how dangerous that first chicane of Monza could be. Bit of a slide and wobble from the M6, but little bit of a back off, and he is back on track. It's all good for him. Panam now running. Keenan, there we go. Panam now running in 5th position. A little bit of a gap behind to JP, who's done well. Is that the Maltese driver? In the really nice livery Ferrari. But either way, welcome into the lobby and doing very well indeed to be putting himself on purple. 8 laps in here at Monza. Fantastic run from himself. Semi then down in 7th. With Graphic and Orion. Orion with a 1.5 penalty after hitting the pit wall, which is a shame for him. But the battle continues with these 2. So Babalu, 1.5 seconds out then on his previous first spot, which is occupied currently by Mr. Not So Nice. Astral as well, very fast in 3rd position, with Poodle also very fast, creeping behind him 4th. Could see another battle for the lead heating up between these fellas. Of course, this is almost a direct mirror of what we saw at the start of the race, just minus a few races that have disconnected in the meantime. We're down to 10 runners here around Monza. Yeah, Mr. Not So Nice not having the best of exits from Ascaria. Babalu has caught up. Astral as well, just tucking there, or just chugging along behind, sorry, should I say. Not quite in slipstream range for Babalu yet, but still with 2 laps to go. Anything is possible. Pudel, though, is in slipstream range of Astral. Can he tuck just behind Astral in the AMG, rip some of that toe, and put himself competitive for the 2nd chicane? Let's find out. It all depends on that entrance here to this first and this exit here. As long as you've got that right gear, no slips this time. Decent exit from all 4 of the top runners, though 5th and 6th joining that group of decent exits from the first chicane also. Yeah, looking at it, it's 1.5 seconds out to about a second out from first and second place. They just seem to be teetering among there. Nothing competitive going on just yet for the lead of the race. It's just about Mr. Not So Nice keeping it nice and consistent in that RCF. Let's jump on board with him then as we enter the box section of Monza. Grappig lost it at the end of Ascari chicane. That's a shame, Grappig. Yeah, lovely consistency from the race leader so far, though. But Babalu is chasing and gaining rather quickly just behind here. Now with it just coming up to a second gap here. A decent Ascari could put him right onto the tail as we enter Parabolica, meaning a final lap battle for the lead. Bit of excitement brewing here around Monza. It's less than a second gap. There's tow available to all 3 cars, all 4 cars actually, in the top 4. It's just on Mr. Not So Nice if he can keep it consistent, or it's on Babalu if he can use that second gap which he's been given, push that toe of the RCF right up to the back of his neighbouring RCF and make something happen there. Astral as well, he's got to attack Babalu as well as defend off Poodle on this last lap now, so he's not in for an easy finish anywhere or of any sort, sorry. Now then, so it's a cautious exit or cautious entrance, sorry, into turn 1 and 2 for Mr. Not So Nice. Bit of a slip and slide from him there, which has cost him a little touch of time as Babalu exited that corner. Lovely. He's got Astral with a fantastic exit from corner 2 behind as well as Poodle. So it's just Mr. Not So Nice on the back foot here, heading up towards the second chicane. On the brakes again, cautious into this chicane, not looking to risk anything yet. Keeping it nice and in the lines, all these for a very, very nice battle heating up on these lot indeed. We can see there Babalu and Astral both fighting out and chasing Mr. Not So Nice on this final lap. Box corner complete. Astral diving up the inside. They're just tucking himself ahead of Babalu. An order change has happened here on the final lap. And it has also allowed Mr. Not So Nice to put himself a 2.5 gap. But also on board with Babalu, we can see there Poodle creeping up the inside, heading towards Ascari. So then Babalu, second place, fighting with Astral. Astral, though, getting the better exit off of Ascari and putting himself in second place. It's anyone's game for this podium here. Poodle looking at the inside as well. Fantastic run towards the final turn here. Parabolica, last time at Monza. Astral has come out on top in this battle. He claims second place with Poodle sneaking in there last second around Babalu, pushing him off the podium and himself up into third place. Mr. Not So Nice in first, Astral second, Poodle third, Babalu in fourth. Fantastic run from those indeed. Panam and JP with a very close finish in 5th and 6th. Followed now finally by Semi in 7th place. Coming home with then just a 12-second gap behind him to Orion in 8th position. What a race, says Astral. A fantastic race from you lot. Honestly, well done indeed. Orion then just finishing across the line in 8th. Followed by Grappig in 9th. And then Chelvo bringing up the rear in 10th. And those are your final 10 runners for the race. There we go. So let's jump on over back to the general. That was a phenomenal race up the top to watch. And a Mr. Not So Nice claiming victory in the end. I think that must have been the undercut there. But yeah, fantastic run from everyone. I'm going to save that one. That one's worth saving, definite.
Nah.
Horrid. For me, it's horrible.
That was horrible.
Yeah. So, Kynan, unfortunately, we have got a full lobby. We've got a full lobby of runners, so it won't be... Yeah, we won't have any lobby spaces for you right now. But just sit tight. One could come very soon. So let's just head on over back to this screen a second. Last place for Jolvo, well done. Mr. Not So Nice. Feel free to pick the next track, buddy. Where shall we race next? It's your call.
Never.
No.
I'm fine with
Dragon Trail.
Track and Trail. We can do Seaside if you want. It is the group.
Yeah.
It's the Group 3 daily at the
no,
moment,
the
isn't
other
it?
one, the other one, the other
Yeah,
one.
no, guys.
Oh,
Oh,
dragons?
gardens.
Or
No,
gardens? No,
Gardens,
I'm not doing gardens.
Gardens reverse,
Fuck,
gardens
hell
reverse,
no.
gardens
Get
reverse.
out.
I don't want to
Where am I
commentate
going?
on gardens.
Gardens,
Seaside.
Orion.
Hell no.
Nürburgring.
Seaside.
Nürburgring.
Nürburgring.
Gardens, let's do it, says Astra. Oh, St. Croix, eh?
Oh my god.
Oh.
Was ist mit falsch? Was ist falsch?
Brother.
Brother,
Wait, what are we doing?
St. Croix, eh?
Someone left. Someone left.
Isn't that the
There's a
number
space
one?
in the lobby.
Pudel mit Gedudel.
I've just changed it over
We're
to
doing
the
that.
winner of the
We're doing
race's
that.
choice.
Yes.
Yes, we are gonna doing. Yes.
Mr. Nice Guys, let's go, guys. There he is. He's in the chat. Well done on your first win in the RDR lobbies. A very fast driver to join the force, indeed. We've got a few A+ drivers here in Red Dragon Racing community. Not all of them are online. SAS was one, but of course he had to go off his food, which is why he left. Anyway, lobby is now full, and we are running St. Croix. Mr. Nice, I've got to ask, what's made you choose, what's made you choose St. Croix? Because that's not what's made him hate.
We didn't do anything.
Freaky's
wrong.
left. I don't. There's another space, by the way, Keenan.
I think
Freaky left. Oh, he's no longer being
Yeah.
freaky on track.
Oh, 0.5, of course.
See, my
I don't even know how to
Would you
drive
like me
on
to?
this
Would you
track.
like me to turn the wall collision penalties off?
Yes.
Yes, please.
Yeah,
Turn the
please.
number of race laps.
My last
now.
Liga race.
Yeah.
Right. Okay.
And fuel lamps, yeah.
I don't even know how to drive here.
Yeah, I think we should put some fuel laps on this one. 8 on this one.
Another 0.5.
8, same rules
What
though.
are these
We've got
tracks
racing
is it?
softs, racing mediums are your options for your tyres.
Bro, I have no idea. how to
Everyone's
drive
welcome to
here.
jump on. Oh, there we are. JP has left the room but has made space for Swifty and Sebapico. Swifty's one of the regulars, I'm sure. No, not regulars as such, but someone who does join the lobbies quite often. Enzo and Bribri. It's nice to see the two fast Frenchmen return. They'll challenge all of you for the lead, I reckon. They'll be at the top half of the pack anyway.
I don't know the racing line here.
Yeah, I
This
don't
is horrible.
know the track.
Oh, this is
doesn't-
horrible.
I didn't say it's not looking nice, is
Oh
it?
God.
Should we jump on board and see what we're struggling with here?
Yeah.
So Ryan in the
Yeah.
With the
FT1.
track. We're struggling with the track.
I'm
I think
struggling
everyone's just following Orion's line here, unless Orion knows the line. Where's
Ryan,
Mr. Not So Nice? I'm going to follow Mr. Not So Nice because he had his last league race here. He chose it as his race or for this lobby. I'm sure he'll know the line. Swifty's got the right idea. He's sticking behind him. Remember, guys, though, if you're new and you haven't already, hit that sub button for us. We haven't gained any subs so far since we started streaming about,
Yeah,
was
with
it
the
43
track, you
minutes
won't
ago.
gain any subs.
So it would be
Yeah.
nice to put us a little bit closer to 500. See if we can hit it this week. Remember as well, if you haven't already, hit like on the stream for us, guys. Thank you very much. I mean, I'd be interested to see. I'd be interested to see Mr. Not So Nice's time. In fact, we can call him Mr. Nice because that's his YouTube name. So it'd be interesting to see Mr. Nice's time. To be fair, should we have a look at his inputs as well?
Inputs are for the week.
Inputs are for the week. Fair enough.
Yeah.
Fair enough.
I drive from my brain. No, not even that. I drive from my.
Yeah, on this track I don't have a brain.
I drive from
No.
my
Same.
stomach. This track.
I mean, Mr. Not
drive
So
from
Nice
my
has put
stomach.
some distance between
1.5
himself and
second
Swifty.
penalty
But I also
yeah.
think Swifty is struggling a bit with this track as well as everyone else.
This track, I
Ew, not
drive
me.
from my stomach. Like,
I'm gonna throw up.
yeah, I think
This
I am
track
too.
is bad, bruh.
Yeah, it's not lovely.
Yeah, I think
Not
I am
definitely not
about
simply
to throw up.
lovely.
Yes.
Same though.
Yeah, I don't think this is going to be one for the books, really, is it? Senzu! My man,
Senzu!
welcome back!
What the?
Senzu is in the chat, ladies and gentlemen.
Hi, Sandy.
Teammate!
Armin is in the stream, fantastic. Swear all the streams happen when I'm at work. I know, but they do now, and see, we can't really do... I'm going to pull
Oh
camera on to
my
speak to Senzu. How you doing, bud?
God.
But yeah, we can't really do weekend streams anymore because obviously, well, it's just childcare and whatnot. It just, yeah, it's not really feasible. It's something that we're going to look to try and sort, though. It may just mean later streams. Oh, well, but you're American, aren't you? Anyway, so the later streams work out for you. But how you been, bud? It's nice to see you, man.
This will be a half-an-hour race.
I know. How long are the laps?
Like 3 minutes.
Should we... Yeah, I'm on stream, Tobacco Picker. Fantastic, thank you. Yeah, if they were like an hour later, I'd be good. I mean, well, we're going to be running this for at least another hour or so.
Oh, right.
Well, I'd say at least. We're going to be running this till... what time is it now? 7:15. 7:15, 8 o'clock, 9 o'clock, 10 o'clock. Yeah, maybe about 3 hours or so. Another 2.5 hours, give or take. Anyway, should we just dive into the qualifying?
Yes, please.
Sure.
I mean, it's 8 laps. 8 laps with 3.
8 laps.
It's gonna be a very long race.
Should we put it down?
Yeah.
I mean, I've said
Swifty.
we'll change it to 7 laps, but then yeah, we'll just. Pardon me. We'll get into the qualifying now, because yeah, this is going to take a while. I mean, just make sure everyone enters, and then once we're on, this track is terrible, but I'm definitely going to see how this one plays out. Sounds good, man. Would I get out in 40 minutes, a little drive home? I don't like this map, Gator. Mate, I don't like this map a lot either. Oh, you Sebek, by the way. Hang on, no. Am I missing something? Gator's in here. I can't see. I don't know. Anyway, we've got 14 enter. We just need one more person to enter, and then we're gonna get underway.
This car is not. This car is not.
I'm looking for 15 players who have entered, and we've only got 14.
Hi, Sammy.
So it's,
I don't think this car.
We need a video on Senzu's return. As and when he joins in the lobby, we could definitely get one stuck on. No qualifying. Yeah, I could take the qualifying out, actually. Oh, Babalu has left, leaving a space in the lobby.
Sure, just take the qualifying out. I just want to be done with this already.
Yeah, let's just take this. Yeah, let's take this quali out
I
then.
want to throw up finally, please.
Oh,
Yeah, who chose this? Mr. Nice, who won the who won the last race at Monza.
He's not.
Yeah, let's just get in, enter your car, and we'll get underway, guys. We'll start the race because yeah.
It's Mr. Not So Nice because he chose this.
Yeah, Mr. Not So Nice for choosing this track, but we'll see. He's gonna probably win again. It depends. Oh, Kenan's in. There we go. Kenan has found a space in the lobby. Good to see. Yeah, make sure everyone's just the track, and we'll get going.
Please don't tell me you read the
I'm
pit.
not on track. I'm not on track.
Yeah, you have to go in the pits. Of course you do.
God damn.
I'm not going to turn the pit
Wait,
stops
how many
off. Oh,
laps
thank you for the
again?
sub, whoever that was. Muchas appreciations.
What's wrong? Pass, just pass.
7 laps on this.
If I'm terrible, it ain't my fault. I only just got on GT7. Don't worry about it, mate. I don't think we're expecting much from people on this track. Who isn't entering the race? Because this was the same before we changed it to qualifying. Who is it? Oh, it's Kenan. Oh, no, he has just joined. That's okay. That's okay. Yeah, as soon as he's in a Group 3 and he's entered, we'll get the race underway.
You can't see anything in these.
I feel sorry for you all having to run this. I'm not going to lie.
Oh, hi, Jolvo.
This track does not look nice.
I'd rather commentate than drive this.
Oh,
I
bye,
know.
Jolvo.
St. Croix, layout A.
Wall collisions on.
Wall collisions are on.
Oh,
Yeah.
no.
I'm not going to change settings again. I think everyone's been wound up enough by me changing the settings.
Oh, I just want.
Kenan, are you able to jump the track, bud? Vote for no race here. Oh no, it's his race. It's the rules, you know. Is whatever you choose as the winner, you get to race next. It's only fair.
Ooh.
We do it for everyone else. We have to include all tracks as possibilities.
No,
If
we
I
don't.
win this race,
He's
I'm
not
going
nice.
to-
It's not.
Nürburgring.
I mean, you all chant for Nürburgring all the time. Maybe not. Not everyone loves the Nürburgring.
Yeah, but
Everyone.
no one
Everyone
chants
does.
for St. Croix for a reason.
Yeah. No one chants it. So you're right. Let's go. Stop crying, says Mr. Nice. Like I'm commentating, so realistically, I only care so much. I just
Mr.
feel
Not
for
So
you a
Nice,
little bit because it's
shush.
yeah. Grappig says Mr. Not So Nice. Shush. You are not so nice right now. As soon as this race is over, we can go back to calling you Mr. Nice, but until then, it's Mr. Not So Nice.
It's
If he
15.
chooses a good track, he's Mr. Very Nice.
So we'll get the final, we'll get the race underway. Let me jump on over to stream chat so you guys can have the call for the race. There we go. And we'll dive into this. There we are. So full starts are on. We'll have to keep an eye out for that, that lights out, and we'll see if anyone picks up a penalty. So, Mr. Not So Nice on top of the grid and Sebeka Pico on bottom. No penalties for anyone on the grid. A couple of late starters though. Panam though with a lightning start from 3rd position all the way up into 1st place. A fantastic launch in that Citroen. I think it's fair to say that is the one to go to for a start here. Fair play. Mr. Not So Nice though, the late race leader, pushed himself down to 4th position. I think the whole grid of 15, though, have got through the first corner nice enough. Yes, they have. Keenan, the newcomer for the season, who's just jumped in the lobby. He's pushing through nicely. There's a bit of a tussle and a bustle going on here. Graphic has eaten the wall, as has... Oh, who else was that? Was that Sabeko? Yeah, Sabeko's also eaten the wall. So these two budding it out with 1.5 seconds each. Panam, though, however, he is still up top. He's doing really well. He's got Astral just behind him, battling it out with Semi. Fighting for that 2nd place position. Semi, though, just creeps in the inside of Astral and takes it off him. Astral then 3rd position, running a little bit wide there. Just recovers it back onto track. Jovo now running in 4th position after pushing Mr. Not So Nice down to 5th. Remember, though, again, pit stops are coming into account here. There's only 7 laps, so this is a very large circuit. It's about 3 minutes per lap. I have no idea about this circuit. I've never actually seen a Group 3 race on here, let alone raced in Group 3 here myself, so I have no experience from this track to be able to give any help for it. However, what I can just tell you is that the bottom 8, or the top 8, sorry, are tied into a bit of a tussle. The only one that isn't from the top 8 is Panam out in 1st. It's not the best track. No, I agree it isn't. However, it was the choice of Mr. Not So Nice, who's pushed himself from 5th up to 2nd place. Not too sure where he's done that, but that must have been one hell of a move. I wish I could go back and see that and say once I get the keyboard in, I'll be able to. But well done, Mr. Not So Nice, on gaining 2nd place. Jovo up the inside. There's a few people that didn't turn there. Semi and Astral. Enzo now backwards, along with Bree with a full 2nd penalty. Is it lobby reset each race? No, we'll probably lobby reset after this race, though, because this is going to be a long one. Panam, though, he is now in trouble. Mr. Not So Nice in the Lexus, flying up behind him, less than a minute out. He has got the he's got the slipstream. Jovo there in 3rd position. Oh, what happened there? Panam's round and round. It puts Mr. Nice, or Mr. Not So Nice, up on front. I don't think any foul play as such happened there. I can't see any. Let me quickly jump on over and ask if anything did happen there that we're to worry about. Panam, I didn't actually see that, but what had happened there?
That's the Citroen for you. Understeer like hell.
I thought it wasn't foul play, but no, that's a shame. Turn wall collision off. Yeah, I know I will for the next run. That's a shame. Anyway, best of luck for the race, fellas. I was shooting off. I got to. What's the matter? All right, quick.
I have a clip to show you after the race.
Okay, we'll have a look at it after the race.
Look at the chat, then you will see what's going on.
Okay, we'll have a look after the race. We'll have a look after the race, fellas. There we are. So anyway, on board with Panam then, who was leading, but unfortunately, as you heard it himself, the Citroen, not the best car for this circuit. It is fast, of course, but maybe not around here. Just a little bit understeery and out of control. But Mr. Or what's it called? I know race here. Fair enough, big 2-step. But Mr. Not So Nice then, tearing away from the front of the pack. He's got Jovo a 2.5 out behind him in 2nd place, who's currently looking to put a best lap in. Panam then in 3rd position, as we saw the previous race leader, followed by Bree, the Frenchman, and Astral, the American. Sebi then with a 0.5 above his head in the Supra, in 6th with Enzo. Bree's buddy in 7th position. LBR then in 8th position, followed by Orion, then Swifty, Sebeko, Armin, Keenan, and Grappig. I'd say, Sebeko has done rather well, actually, considering he was at the back of the grid at 1st lap. So well raced for him there. Mr. Not So Nice, though, pulling a near 2-second gap now to Jolvo in the car in second place. Very dominant run for himself, and say it's fair to say that he has got the Group 3 track experience around here, whereas the rest of the field is struggling ever so slightly. Breebury, though, has made it up to third position. Pan Am has now picked up a 3-second penalty. That'll be 2 wall collisions, I'd imagine. And he is also now at the traps of Astral, just creeping behind in that AMG. We could see a move potentially happening there. Astral, of course, is an A+ driver, so Pan Am will be under a lot of heat from him in the upcoming corners. Of course, as well, that 3-second penalty is going to put him behind anyway, so it's just on Pan Am now to defend it as much as he can to stop Astral taking too much time away from him. 4.5 seconds out now for Mr. Not So Nice. Jolva may have had a slip, but he himself has then got a 6.5 second gap to Breebury in third. Pretty safe then behind to Astral, who of course has made it round Pan Am, and that 3-second penalty looming above Pan Am's head isn't going to help him in any way, shape nor form. Enzo and Semi having a little tussle as well, but that 0.5 penalty is going to affect Semi in the long run. Orion and then LBR. LBR just running wide in his Citroen, but regathering it nicely there. Swifty in the blacked out M6, and Sabiko also running wide coming onto the bridge. I think it's a very popular corner for some trouble, that one. And then making it round safely. Followed by Keenan, who has picked up a 1.5 second penalty, but he's got Graphic 2.5 seconds out with a second penalty himself. So he should be safe and sound there, so long as he can keep it clean. Yeah, 8.5 seconds for Mr. Not So Nice. Definitely the one to watch here for St. Croix. The man knows the layout, that's for sure. Second victory on the cards for him as well in the RDR lobbies. Of course, he won Monza to select St. Croix for the next race. Hopefully he's a bit nicer in the choice, though, going forward. Jolvo then in second place. A fantastic run from himself. Obviously, the last time we saw Jolvo racing here, or not racing here, let's say, but racing on the RDR channel was in the Group 4 race last week. And that Group 4, throwing some Northern Isle while we're at it. I couldn't see us racing around Northern Isle Speedway. I'll have to put it to the guys, but we'll see. Lest we attract this abomination. I think the feelings are clear for St. Croix. But yes, of course, we saw Jolvo last week in the Group 4, picking up 4 wins out of a possible 6 that were on the table for the evening. A very dominant run for Jolvo in his, I believe he was using an Alpha 155 for a lot of the Group 4 races. Yeah, definitely the man to watch for any Group 4. And, of course, as we can see here, by holding second place, he is also very quick in the Group 3s. Just all depends on that race luck and that first lap and how it comes, or how it unfolds. So, Breebury then is closing in on Jolvo. He's got just a 3-second gap out now from third up to second place and has made himself safe from Pan Am. Pan Am, though, is then at... he is at the mercy of Enzo in the... It's like it's a art livery Gulf Williams Mercedes AMG. I'm not exactly sure on the full inspiration for it, but it's just such a lovely livery. He is chasing onto the back of Pan Am. The closest battle to the top of the field that we can find so far, and it is unfolding nicely between these two. Pan Am having to defend off on a track that he is not confident on, and again, as he said, in a car that isn't best suited for it. Enzo, I think, is better suited to that AMG. Of course, it's the only car that we've seen him run in the Group 3 section, so it's definitely fair to say that he's loyal to it. Enzo then diving up the inside and taking the room off Pan Am. Pan Am having nowhere to go in that Citroen. Goes for the inside, maybe takes the space back. It's not worked out for him. Enzo there just getting that AMG onto the line. Dropping it in front of that Citroen with no room either side. Widening that AMG up and shutting the door out on Pan Am. Pan Am there just running a little bit wide. So now he's looking at a 2.5, or not 2.5, sorry, a 0.2 second gap back to Enzo. So then we're back on board with the favourite corner for the evening. Catches someone out at least. Semi there being caught out and Orion just taking the gap in his FT1. Thanks. I think they're in the same livery, these two. Oh, they are. Fantastic. But it's got the RDR logo on the side, so we are not mad about it in any way, shape, or form. It's cool. Love to see it, guys. Thank you very much for the support, both of you. From down in 7th and 8th. So then LBR in the Peugeot in 9th. Swifty in 10th in his Peugeot. Sabeko in 11th. Or no, not Swifty in his Peugeot, sorry. Swifty in his M6 being challenged by Sebeko in his M6. We'll see if anything happens between these two quickly. Oh, Breebury has made it around Jolvo into second place. I've missed that while looking elsewhere. I do apologise. Yes, the cars are on BOP, bud. You do get brake balance, though, as an option to change. Jolvo now ringing up the rear of 3.5 seconds out to Breebury. Breebury has got a 16-second gap to Mr. Not So Nice, so I don't think first place is on the table for him. Not this race, anyway. Pan Am and Astral diving in the pits from the mediums, as well as Semi and the softs. So Semi going over to the mediums and Astral and Pan Am on the softs. We'll see how that unfolds after the pits. No one from the top 3 or... No, top 5 have pitted, I don't think. I think these might be the first run-off pitters here in the lobby. Yeah, it's just some big gaps between all of the players here. Jovo having a large slide in that Supra as we chime in with him. So Enzo is now slowly clawing the time away from him. He's 2.5 seconds out now. We'll see how much time he can take away in this lap. Again, we have got a tyre change due for all these races. There is Orion there in 5th. Pan Am and Astral having their own little battle once again. Pan Am just clinging on to the back of Astral's AMG. Doesn't want to let go just yet. And of course, like we said previously, Astral, the very fast racer. So definitely one to keep up with if you can. Enzo then, hunting down Jolvo, back on board with that. He is now closing in on the 2-second mark as opposed to the 2.5 seconds. Jolvo working hard as he can to pull it back, however, just running a little bit wide in the Supra. He has lost the time. Enzo now within a second, potentially within slipstream range for this upcoming longer section here. He could make a move on Jolvo. He could bide his time, I don't know, we'll see. We've seen a few moves being made here on this strip. Of course, the one previous was Pan Am going up the inside. No, nothing available there, I don't think. No, so Jolvo is now defending within an inch of his life in that Supra. However, I don't think it was enough. Enzo's positioned that AMG beautifully onto the outside. Pushing Jolvo and tussling with him around the outside. Both leaving racing room, which is lovely to see. And now then, back on board the favourite corner. Jolvo and Enzo. Jolvo's the one that gets caught out between the two, and Enzo slips up ahead. He is back behind his buddy Breebury in 3rd position. It's a 2-3 for these two, finishing in the RZR lobby so far, if this is the order we're set to finish on. So Jolvo then now under attack from Orion in 5th position. Just a 1.5 seconds out, he was able to make it onto the bridge successfully. Pan Am as well, Semi making it round this time. Swifty, how does Swifty handle the difficult bend? He gets round, as does LBR and Grappigs. Sebeko picking up a 1.5 second penalty and just getting himself going. Just quickly though, it's worth mentioning that the leader, Mr. Not So Nice, has dived into the pits. Breebury could potentially take the lead here, provisionally, until of course Breebury pits, but we'll see what their response is now. No, they also dive into the pits. Could we see the same response then from Enzo? Is he also going to dive into the pits? Yes, he is. Mr. Not So Nice there, just still coming out on top. A very dominant run here around St. Croix for Mr. Not So Nice. Orion then, he's now in 2nd place as he's decided not to pit on this lap. See, I think he can get a little bit more wear out of those tyres, a little bit more life. Let's see how his lap times change. I mean, he's looking at consistent 309s for the last 2 laps. And a 308. Ooh, hang on, his pit lap, actually. His pit lap was, I'm saying the 3rd lap now. It was the 2nd one, just as we were on board, but we'll see. He may have already pitted, in which case he could be on an undercut here, which could very much heat things up towards the end of the race. 14-second gap out from himself to Mr. Not So Nice. Breebury then in 3rd position. Pan Am then splitting the 2 Frenchmen that were once on 2nd and 3rd here. And once again, a battle between Pan Am and Enzo unfolds. The AMG versus the Citroen. Jolvo then running in 6th position, Semi in 7th, Swifty in 8th, Grappig in 9th, Sebek in 10th, LBR in 11th, Armin in 12th, just closely behind LBR, and then Keenan just serving a penalty there in 13th. A 3:04.5, that's a lightning time for the leader. Fair play, fantastic run from him. Orion, second place, again, cruising through nicely. How is he on his pace? Let's see, where's the nearest sector timer? One's just coming up on the middle of this section. So we'll stay on board just to see how he's doing time-wise. Let's see how these tyres are in front. Well, we can actually have a look at the tyres now quickly. Yeah, so Orion on the soft, he is looking dire now. He's 1.5 seconds out on pace. He has got Breebury approaching on brand new mediums, which could become a problem for him. Pan Am then in 4th position. He's on what I believe to be newer softs from his last pit. And Enzo then, he's also on new medium, so he could present a problem going forward. Pan Am though on the soft. If that's him until the end, he could potentially outpace Enzo. It all just depends on that wear on the Citroen and whether it can stay even enough. It's looking like a front left dominant track through all the tyre wears going through. Yeah, brand new racing mediums for not so nice. Oh, the leader has picked up a penalty. 1.5 seconds as we jump on board with him. That's unfortunate for him. He's just dropped a severe amount of time for Orion. He is not far off at all now. Just the chicane off the bridge to go for Orion, and we'll see where he is in comparison to the leader. There we are. So he's now 11 seconds. 1.5 second penalty about to be served for Mr. Not So Nice as well. That was a shame. A very dominant run up until just a very slight mistake. That's when you drop the ball ever so slightly and you have to pay for it. That's a shame. But yes, that puts Orion then within 10 seconds now of 1st place. I don't think Orion has pitted. Orion is going to need to pit, which will put Breebury then up onto 2nd place of the podium. Pan Am then up into 3rd and Enzo into 4th. We'll see how this unfolds between these two. I mean, there's still a 1.5 second gap back from Pan Am to Enzo so far. Pan Am is just about keeping him at bay, but there we go. One tiny little mistake, and it means Enzo is right on his tail once more. Although Enzo they did just have a mistake as well on the last corner. So obviously increased the gap for Pan Am as well. So a little bit lucky there. Pan Am just striking his luck with Enzo knocking the wall. Orion then 9 seconds out from 1st, and he has Breebury right on his tail, breathing down his neck in his Porsche. What's going to happen here? I think that Breebury is going to be able to find his way around by looking at it. I think Breebury has got a little bit of experience on this track. He certainly looks fast around here. Fast enough for 2nd place, that's for sure. So it's just all on Orion's defence on whether he can keep Breebury behind him. He is all over those mirrors, isn't he? He's very, very close. Very close indeed. There we are. He's had a lovely exit off that corner. He shoots himself up to the inside. Not quite dipping ahead of that FT1. Depends on the exit of this corner. He is now ahead entering it, but Orion slips the FT1 up the inside. Of course, the lining up 2 or 3 corners previous for Orion there allowed him to stay ahead. Orion on potentially a switchback on Breebury here. Oh, he's had a slip, which allows Breebury to just tear on through. And it's Breebury up into 2nd place. Orion in the FT1 3rd. Pan Am now in 4th position, 3.5 seconds out. He's still got Enzo dangling away in the distance, around about 1.5 to 2 seconds out. So it's pretty consistent between these two. Of course, the soft's taking its toll now. Or the road taking its toll on the soft, should I say. And I think Enzo is looking more comfortable on those mediums, but of course doesn't have that ever so touch of grip edge that Pan Am has on the softs. Everyone else, though, seems to be on the mediums. Orion's front left is now practically dead. He is going to have to look for the pit or entrance here, especially on the last lap. Unless, of course, he did pit early, which means I can't see the P sign. So if he did pit early, then he hasn't got the optimal strategy, I don't feel. Not for the tyre wear settings that we have got. Yeah, he's just losing that time now to Breebury. Breebury just starting to pull ahead. But of course, Mr. Not So Nice has recovered himself nicely and pulled his gap back up to 13 seconds. Pan Am now closing in on Orion with Enzo just behind him. Now half a second between these two. So something has happened in the time that we weren't on board with it. Petition to ban this track, says Pan Am. Signed, says Jolvo. I think that's a few more signatures can head on to that petition, fellas. We can definitely add it to a banned list if you'd like. If we get enough signatures for it, we'll do it in the Discord. Anyway then, Pan Am and Enzo having their own little battle. Pan Am having to defend off Enzo massively in that AMG. And of course, he is ever so slowly losing time to Orion in that FT. I think, yeah, Orion has pitted, so he is going till the end here in the Supra. It is that front left dying out on him. That's the worry here. I don't know whether he's going to be able to make it and stay consistent and keep 2.5 seconds gap here to Pan Am, considering that Pan Am is on a fresher set of softs, considering that Orion's front left is dead. Pan Am, of course, though, having his own little battle with Enzo on the fresher racing mediums, who's also now looking really worrying for Pan Am. Not looking good at all for him. Yeah, looking through then, Breebury secured himself a nice second place. Orion fighting very, very hard there in that FT1 to keep it nice and clean, nice and stable. He's lost that front left now, so it is just going to be a coax to the finish line. Enzo in 4th position, down into 5th now as Pan Am just takes advantage of the mistake made by Enzo, but both of them are within a second of Orion. Has Orion played the strategy off here? Has he played a blinder to find himself on the podium? I don't know. That front left is dead. There's no two ways about it. No, there it is. Pan Am and Enzo both looking to make the move on Orion. Now Orion currently splitting the fighting pair up. Nothing he can do there about that. Those tyres just don't have it in them. And Enzo slips up the inside on his new racing mediums, chasing Pan Am, who now occupies 3rd position here at St. Croix as we're on the final lap, which literally feels like forever. I'm not going to, you're not going to make it in one piece. No, he's not, is he? He is not. He's down in 5th position. He's trying to, he's got what's called 20 seconds back, sorry, to Jovo in 6th. So he should be safe enough in 5th. It's just a shame, of course, about his strategy, and he wasn't able to make it happen. So then, looking ahead, Breebury and Mr. Not So Nice both lapping rather nicely. There is Keenan, though, who's just receiving a blue flag in his Hurricane with a 6-second penalty as Mr. Not So Nice comes around. Breebury, 2nd place. He's got 7.5 seconds back to Pan Am in 3rd position, who has Enzo still on his tail. These two are the battle to watch for St. Croix here. It's the battle for 3rd position on the podium. 1st and 2nd seem pretty solid here on this final lap, and it's Enzo who puts himself up the inside on the chicane, pushing Pan Am slightly wide. There's nothing Pan Am can do. It's Enzo. A decent exit out of the corner keeps Pan Am competitive. He's looking around the left-hand side. Can Enzo just hold it? Yes, he can. Grappig's tyres are destroyed. Yeah, this circuit is not nice on tyres in any way, shape, nor form. Enzo now just defending Pan Am off in the final closing section of the lap. Well done to these two. Fantastic racing through most of this race between these two. They've been paired up. But it is a 1st place for Mr. Not So Nice, a 2nd place for the Frenchman Breebury, followed by Enzo, the Frenchman, in 3rd position. These two, of course, buddies, a 2-3 for them. Fantastic. Reminds us of Interlagos for the Alpine team. And then Pan Am in 4th. Orion then in that FT1. A bit of an odd strategy to keep the softs out, but it may have paid off for him in the end. There was a 20-second gap to Jovo, now just 7. But he comes home in 5th position. Jovo in the HKS Supra then finishing in 6th with Semi just 2.5 seconds behind, nearly 3 there, sorry, in 7th position. All of them coming across backwards in celebration. Grappig then battling off Sebek in 9th, who's done really well considering he was at the back of the grid. Oh, it's no Sebek in 8th. A fantastic final corner position change between these two. Sebek in 8th and Grappig then in 9th. Swifty coming around in 10th in his blacked out M6 GT3. Followed up then by Armin in the RCF in 11th position. And then Keenan ringing up the rear, of course, not able to finish. But well done anyway for staying in the race. So yeah, there is your podium as you look at it. We've got Mr. Not So Nice on 1st place. We have Breebury on 2nd, and then Enzo just coming through in 3rd. Fastest lap, of course, going to Mr. Not So Nice in the RCF with a 3 minutes 5.4 or 5:46. Who was the closest to that time? Looking down then. I believe it was second place of Bree with a 307.8. So still a very dominant run for Mr. Not So Nice. Anyway, let's jump on back over to the main screen. Thank you to whoever's just subbed. I see that we've gone up by 1. Another fantastic dominant race, though, for Mr. Not So Nice. Let's pick where we're going to next. And never do Let's never do Circuit de St. Croix again. That was nasty. I got a clip from Graphic. Let's watch this back a second. What are we looking at here? Mount Panorama. I think that's a much better. My front left was fully red. Look at this tomfoolery. Oh, it's about semi. Oh. There is a little bit of tomfoolery going on there. Let's go back and have a look. Semi served his penalty. Moves to the right. And then back across to the left. Is it in the braking zone, though? I mean, you've got braking zones on there. I don't know what we're really looking at, Sliced. I mean, we're not in the braking zone. It doesn't look like it's in an area... I mean, he's definitely dodged and gone for you. There's no two ways about it, but... I don't know. Are we just going to put it back down to those two as... bit of friendly racing? Yes? I'm not bothered about it anyway. It doesn't seem like there's anything massive going on there between you two. Bro did it intentionally. There wasn't much reaction on your behalf, I'm not going to lie. 8 laps of Mount Panorama. And we are going to go sunset here. Rigged, says Graphic. The question is, have we got time for qualifying here? I don't know. Ooh, another thing. I do apologise, everyone. But I did also
I think
say...
Semi deserves a penalty.
I'm not getting involved any further than what I did of reviewing it on stream. I'm going to put it down as just a racing incident. You didn't react. You didn't react. Semi wasn't in the braking zone. Yes, he did it intentionally, but you could have moved, I think. I also did say a lobby reset. Who wants a lobby reset? It just stops any lag, etc., and also allows anyone else that hasn't had a go to join in.
That was my last race anyway.
Oh, it was Grappig's last race anyway. Fair enough.
I'm Panam.
Graphic, it was Panam.
Oh, sorry. You two sound so similar.
No, we don't.
You do.
No, we do not.
You do. You do.
Can we do...
The only two people that are going to say that you don't are you two.
Yeah, because we don't.
Yes. No, not Semi and Graphic, sorry. Panam and Graphic.
Panam sounds weird.
This is going to get complicated at LBR. What exactly is getting complicated?
Can we do quality?
Everything.
Why Mount Panorama?
Orion, let's have a look.
I'm gonna do one.
Oh,
No.
oh someone took someone out there, didn't they?
Yep. It was Enzo, I think.
I don't know.
Either in some break. I don't see his break.
I mean, I'm looking now. I'm looking bottom right. I'm looking bottom right in the mini map. So you go around big two step, steps around Enzo. No, it's big two step. That's big two step. If you actually look on the mini map, Enzo steers clear of big two step. When big two step is now on the outside, he's this car on the left. He stays clear. He just brakes later than everyone else, and he shunts straight into the rear of Semi, which then shunts into the rear of Astral and takes Astral out, I think.
Okay, yeah, I'm grabbing something to eat real quick. Be right back.
Okie dokes. Yeah, we'll do a lobby reset after this race then. Last race and then a lobby reset. And a lobby reset is literally we just restart the lobby. 8 laps. We shall bring qualifying... Should we bring qualifying back in for Mount Panorama? I think we should.
Yeah.
Wall collision penalty off. Yeah, that could be a shout here.
I hate this right to the bottom of my heart.
Okay, so qualifying time minutes, 90 seconds, and we'll put 2 minutes extra time. There we go. And as soon as everyone is out in their cars, we'll just get quali underway so we can speed it up a bit.
Yeah, Sammy's getting some food right now.
Soon as Semi's back, then. Soon as Semi's back.
Yeah.
Who chose this track?
Hooray!
It was Mr. Not So
Mr.
Nice, who is now Mr. Nice.
No.
That figures. No.
He's
No,
Mr.
he's
Nice.
still Mr. Not
No,
So
he's
Nice.
Mr. Nice. He's picked a nice track for you. He could have picked something horrible.
It's very nice. I like
Yeah,
it.
this
He
is
could
something
have
horrible.
picked.
Graphic.
He could have picked
Graphic.
worse. He could have picked worse.
He could have
Yeah,
picked.
well.
He could have.
Hello, greetings from
He could have
Argentina.
picked Garden.
Oh,
Garden.
how you doing, buddy?
My Gardens is fun.
Welcome back. Honestly, I wasn't too sure whether you were going to be turning back up after the last incident from not last week, the week before. But no, nice to see you back, buddy.
Ow.
We're doing a lobby reset after this run, so if you want to jump in, you're welcome to after this.
Nah, I'm leaving after the quali.
You're leaving after the quali?
No.
I say, why don't you just leave before the quali so someone else can jump in there?
Yeah, I'm gonna do one practice lap and then I'm gonna.
Okay.
Yeah, and then, bro, this is like stop and go.
Thanks, Orion.
Traffic jam. Keenan killed someone. Help me.
Yeah, so we're just waiting for Semi to get back.
I don't know, Jovo.
Yeah, guys, if you're new and you haven't already and you want to get involved, make sure you hit that sub button with the notification bell on. And if you haven't already, make sure you join our Discord, which is pinned in the top of the chat. And if we could all hit the like button on the stream for us. Thank you very much, guys. I can't see how many likes we have, if someone could give me an update.
23.
We have 23 likes. Fantastic.
Oh my god.
We are doing well on the likes then, 23.
What do you
Thank
mean
you
it's
very much
20?
to everyone who has liked the stream.
Hey, Jovo, it's 24. I think you're blind.
Oh, it's 24 now.
Oh, it's wow.
I like being lied to when it comes to likes on the stream, you know?
Yeah, come on, Jovo.
Oh,
Turning around is horrible on this track.
Well, you're not really meant to turn around, are you?
This track
Oh, I
is
also
fun,
had a
man.
clip of SAS to review as well, so I'll have a look through that as well.
That's fun.
Let's double check that, whatever that was, just while we're waiting for Semi to come back. I believe this was first race Monza, yeah. Okay, let's have a look what's gone on here then. Let's do this for... he sends me these. He's like, oh yeah, this happened in practice. It's like, bro, you could smash into each other in practice. I don't care. It's practice. Yeah, obviously no penalties or anything are ever handed out in practice.
Wait, you
it's
can
all...
smash into each other in practice?
Well, not ideally, no, but... Right, how about... I didn't think I had to... I'd like to specify this, but... If it's practice with qualifying, yes, you can mess around. If there's no qualifying, just practice, then no. Because the practice is qualifying. If it was a touch of race, I run with control. Yeah.
He runs with a motion control. That means.
Like a touch in race, like in a race, is okay. It doesn't, it doesn't always have to be something nasty, but it's just, yeah. It was just sort of looking of like, could it have been avoided? And obviously, was it fully deliberate?
Visual.
Yeah, I still don't like this track.
Me neither.
I love it. I love it. See, it's like I'm not much.
Yeah, it is a nice
Oh,
track,
Semi's
yeah.
back.
I
Right,
think you really like
enter
it.
track then, Semi.
Wait,
No, because I have to go
50-50.
offline now.
Wait,
Damn.
Me after this lap too.
Oh, you have to go offline.
Graphic nice. Well, I wanted to say nice safe, but that's gone downhill.
Okay. Hello, Matt. I'll be
What
on
do
the
you mean? I
30, says
saved
that.
it
No
again.
worries, bud. Probably be after this race then. I believe the lobby space is about to free up though, because Semi's got to shoot. Oh no, 2 actually, because Panam, you've got to go as well, haven't you?
Yeah, I'm just finishing this lap.
So Panam's finishing this lap or leaving, which means there'll be a lobby space coming up, and then Semi also isn't able to jump on. I'm using the translator because I don't know much English. It's all good, bud. I'll try and keep it simple for you.
Alright, now say the hardest English word you can.
No.
Please.
Mono ultra microscope.
Okay, I probably tomorrow in the stream. I hope I can make it.
Tomorrow's
And,
RP,
yeah.
right?
Yeah.
Yeah, tomorrow
Oh,
is the RDRP.
Thank
Okay,
Arceus.
Yeah, I'll be off now. See you guys. Ta-da. Good luck.
Bye bye.
Thank you very much, sir. There we are. There is one space for the room.
There's the second.
There is the second. There we go. So there's now 2 spaces free in the room, fellas. One has gone already. 2.
Oh yeah, wait. Semi and
Oh,
Pan.
both have gone. So Stock GT Tico and Dylan. Nice to see you back, Dylan. Stock GT Tico, are you in the stream? If so, hello, welcome. I can't wait to start some police chases in tomorrow's session. Oh, mate, I can't wait. Hopefully we can do a video after it as well of the top 5 police chases from RDRP or whatever. But yeah, hopefully we'll see a few.
Maybe you need to set.
The rules are all out, by the way, as well for RDRP, for those that want to see them. That's in the description of the stream itself, as well as a post on the, on the YouTube channel. So feel free to go over and have a look at that. Abigail said, how's Orion? Orion is good.
Hello,
BSR
Abigail.
Mr. Nice. So there we go. How's that? Right.
I'm not in 5th.
We're all in, we're all ready, so let's get qualifying underway then, is it?
I'm just gonna.
Shall we start the qualifying,
I wonder
fellas?
who it is. That's just
Yes.
Yeah.
gonna be in double. Oh,
Come on, man.
I'm so good.
Someone else, but Mr. Not Nice win because these track they are not.
I
I
bet
will try. I will try.
They are not tickling my funny bone.
Not fancying them.
you're funny,
No.
bro. I wonder who it
They're
is.
not
Fair
quite
enough.
humorous.
Anyway, though, we're about to start our qualifying here
this
at
is
Mount
a
Panorama, so we'll stick all the display options on for you all.
I
Who should we ride on board with then for the outlap?
Me.
Let me out.
Anybody but me.
Me.
Just anyone who's first out, to be honest. We'll go with Breebree, the second place from the last round out. Now, we've seen Breebree racing here around Mount Panorama before. Rather fast, along with Enzo. Whoop.
Mr. Not So Nice.
Ah, just dropped.
I mean, what?
There we are. We got the inputs on for you all as well to be able to see. I love this view right now, though. Ah, you can't look out the rear window of the Porsche.
Can't?
Oh.
No, and just see Ryan, the car behind. There we are. Orion cam for Abigail. Orion is doing his best, but Breebree is a very fast racer. Of course, this is just the outlap, though. We're not qualifying just yet. Orion could be just backing off. He's catching up nicely there, though, as we enter the downhill section of the mountain.
Touching another
Yeah,
wall
he's still staying relevant on Breebree. He's not dropping back too much. Who else can we chase on board with then?
Oh my.
There we are, Grappig. We'll stay on board with Grappig then as he looks
No,
out.
don't.
See, there's on certain cars you can look behind and see like the rear window, which is really cool. But on the Porsche you can't. On the R8 you can't. But on the Lexus you can, which is a shame.
Yes, they was the Lexus.
So, sunset here at Mount Panorama, Australia. We are set for what appears, I think it's 8 laps around Mount Panorama circuit, of course, with a 5 minute qualifier here. Orion now just starting his first flying lap of the day. First corner taken nicely. He's nice and wide. Foot flat now all the way up to the mountain section. Let's stay on board with him. Let's see what he can do here in the qualifier. Anything 2 minutes and under 10 seconds is a relatively competitive time here. Obviously, the lower and closer to 2 minutes, dead the better. With that in mind, then, Orion being chased down by Big Two-Step. It's not an easy run for him by the looks of it. A little bit of pressure from behind, but he's just going to keep it nice and sturdy. Little slight wobble there, but he keeps it under control. Miku Liberty Walk is the livery design and inspiration here for Orion. A change up from the normal grey liveries that he does. It's great to see, and so it's a nice split down the middle from both. So it's looking good so far for Ryan. No penalties picked up, no walls crashed into. Just a slight wobble, but he's kept it under control. First half of the section done and the harder part of the track done.
Wow, how is bro?
This could very well be a benchmark time here for Orion. Big Two Steps putting in a time very similar as well. He's sticking very close indeed. But of course, Big Two Step is a fast racer around here. I have got a little bit of bias towards Orion. Of course, he's one of the closer to originals here at Red Dragon, if not one of the OGs. You know, one of the first members to really help us out and really join our community was Orion. So it's really great to see him pushing hard and doing well here around Mount Panorama. So then, final corner of his lap. First lap out goes to Breebury, who crosses the line in a 2:04.3. Orion comes through in a... Oh, hang on. Orion's time has disappeared. Why is it? They were at 2:04.3 as well. Breebury and Big Two Step just pushing themselves faster. Orion knocked down to 4th now with Mr. Nice coming in 2nd place. A 2:02 for Big Two Step. That's a phenomenal lap. And he is faster again. Orion has done well, though. He is up into 4th position for that lap. That's an excellent qualifying position, and that very well may stay. Of course, once the time ticks over to 5 minutes, there's 2 minutes of continuation, and then that is it, which means that he may be able to finish this lap, but he is, of course, under pressure from the pole sitter, Big Two Step. Sebeco as well in 5th position, a fantastic improvement from his last race result. Astral, though, just goes quickest with a 2:02.1 in that A&G, a phenomenal lap for him. He's not going to complete this lap, I don't think, but he's done excellent to put himself up there. Orion, though, splitting the French pals here now in 5th, with Breebury in 4th and Enzo in 7th. Oh, hang on, sorry, stop. GT Tico has just altered the order slightly with the 2:04.3, putting himself in between Breebury and Mr. Not So Nice. He has now finished his run. Mr. Not So Nice is on his final run. He may have the time to finish here. We're not sure. We'll have to stay on board and see.
Keenan, please.
Oh, there's been a bit of a bust up between Orion and Big Two Step. So unfortunately, no more lap times from those two, I believe. But of course, Big Two Step here. 2nd position. Astral up in 1st. Mr. Not So Nice in 3rd so far. Bit of an argument going on in the chat between these two. A bit of a tussle and an issue happened during qualifying. Not too sure exactly what's gone on, but hopefully it can be resolved going through to the race. Neither racer has lost massive positions here. Breebury with a 2:03, pushing himself up to 3rd place above Mr. Not So Nice. Orion, you have got a lot of support in the chat. Unfortunate that nothing can be done there about the time, but a very good run indeed from all of the racers. Phenomenal effort, fellas. Just 20 seconds left of extra time to go. Armin, Sebeco and Jolvo crossing the line. Does anything improve? Jolvo with a 2:03.4, placing himself up into 5th. Orion, though, who was on board with us for the start of qualifying, he is down in 7th position. A decent run for him either way.
So bad. There was so much traffic. I could have gone so much faster.
Orion not moving out of the way, says Big Two Step. I'm faster, he says. I mean, you did appear faster indeed. However, I think, lads, this is where it just comes down to your qualifying position. And when you come out on track, you want to aim to give yourself enough room either side, in front and behind, to get a decent enough lap in without having to worry about the fending, moving over, or ruining your own lines. Because as much as Big Two Step, I understand that you were fast, and you were faster than Orion in this instance, Orion wasn't aware of that immediately while he was racing and running round. I did, but I caught up. Yeah, I did see Bud and say, but while he's running as well and trying to get as fast as a lap as he can, it's hard for him to be able to give the racing room. This is, I guess, the issue with qualifying. But again, you all qualified in a decent enough space, so hopefully it can just be left there and we can get on with the race. Of course, the tyre types required are racing mediums and racing softs, so you will have to pit and change your tyre from one to the other, whichever way round you want to start and whichever time you want to pit. The tyre damage is on 3 and the fuel is on 2. But are we ready to get underway here at Mount Panorama for the last time in this lobby before a lobby reset?
Yeah, sure.
Are we all good
Let's
to
do
go?
this.
I'm ready to go, so let's get into it. Right, I'm just going to switch on over, but best of luck in the race, fellas. I shall speak to you afterwards.
Yep.
There we go, stream. So it's just me and you now. Let's get the race underway. Mount Panorama then for 8 laps here. Pit stops are required as well as false starts are on. So we'll see if anyone picks up any penalties off the line. Thank you, Big Two Step. Glad we're able to sort that. Here we go. Great launch from Bree. Fantastic launch in that Porsche, actually. We saw just how much quicker off the mark he was. He actually had to duck out of the way of Astral. Astral, though, keeping his first position as we come around the first bend. We're on board with Orion, who's now pushing himself up to 5th position. Fantastic start for Orion. We did see someone go a little wide there around the first bend, but it looks like everyone has recovered and nice enough. Back aboard then with Astral up in first place. Bree and Big Two Step. What? Big Two Step, I saw that, bud. Big Two Step pushing Bree out of the way. Bree, though, managing to fight and keep his position. Not until Orion jumps in place and takes it. 2nd position for Orion. Now just 2 seconds behind of Astral. He hit me wide T1. We'll have to look back on that, bud, and say we've been in this position before, but that may result in a back of the grid, mate. I'll have to have a look at that. Anyway, so Orion now in 3rd place after just losing a position to Jolvo, but of course Jolvo is a very fast racer around Mount Panorama indeed. Orion then 3rd position running currently, doing really well. And so he started in 7th position, so a great jump up indeed. Troyer, welcome to the lobby. Bree then started in 3rd position, bumped himself up to 2nd and is now down in 4th with Mr. Not So Nice in 5th. Of course, the chooser of the track and has won twice here in the RDR lobby tonight so far. Sebaco in 6th position with a 0.5 penalty, unfortunately, but he's doing really well so far. He's got Armin just behind who is going to take the position, but we'll see what unfolds between these two as the race carries on. Enzo then down in 9th with Dylan in 10th. Stock GT Tico in 11th. Keenon in 12th, LBR in 13th, and Swifty in 14th. There's been an apology headed over for Enzo in behalf of Grappig. I'm not sure what's going on there. Astra, though, out in 1st. He has got a 2-second gap down to Jolvo in 2nd place, who's got a 2.5 gap to Orion in 3rd. Bree then in 4th is slowly catching Orion. He's just on the bumper. Orion's going to have to switch his mentality over to defensive once we get round this first corner, depending, of course, how Bree can get round it. If he can get round nice, cleanly, wide and speedy, then he's going to be onto the back of Orion before the end of the straight. However, by the looks of it, Orion has pulled a 1.5 second gap and has had a lightning exit from that first corner, leaving him safe from the claws of Bree so far. Armin then up in 5th position in the Lexus, becoming very relevant here in this race, which is fantastic to see considering the race and result of the last round. Grappig there in 6th position, just chasing along behind Armin, keeping it nice and tucked in that Helldiver's Porsche to steal the position off him in a bit. We're going to see how this ends up just quickly, and so there's a rather close race between these two unfolding, both running a little bit wide there, allowing Sebaco and Enzo the space up the inside. Armin lucky to be able to keep himself out in front from these two, just putting these two in between himself and Grappig. Of course, a bit of a worry though, the Croatian driver, Sebaco. He is closing in alarmingly fast on Armin. Could something unfold between these two? There's a lot going on here. Enzo tucked into the battle as well. Grappig also. Bumper to bumper heading down the mountain. Dylan and Stock GT joining in on that as well. Yeah, Orion has got a lot of support here in the chat. Orion is doing really well though. He's up in 3rd position after starting in 7th. So the position currently occupied by Enzo, soon to be Sebaco, is where Orion started from. A phenomenal first lap for him, and it's put him into good stead for the rest of the race. Doesn't really have much going on around him or behind him, so he's looking rather good for now. Bree then, he's got a 5.5 second gap down to Armin in 5th position, who's managed to stay clear of this fighting pack. Grappig, though, has gotten back around Sebaco and Enzo in 7th and 8th place. Both of those, of course, snuck past him on the entrance to the mountain thanks to a wider line chasing Seb or chasing Armin. And it's just Grapig now reeling in Armin once again in that push to have another go at him around the next lap. Lucas will be right back, no worries. Grapig then in 6th position. He's got Sebaco and Enzo battling it out just behind him, about a half a second out. Need to go, says Gaysuk. Ta-da, Gaysuk. See you next time, buddy. There is a space now in the lobby, though, for anyone who wants it. So, Grapig has made his way around Armin, and Armin is now at the claws of Sebac-Pico. Enzo and Stock GT Tico also tied into a battle with Dylan, all the way down from 5th position to 10th. Tied in a little battle here. It's nice to see. Astral now, though, has got Jolvo right behind him. 1st position challenged by 2nd, and then a 3.5 second gap back from these two to the next competitor. Little wall tap for Jolvo, just losing a little bit of time off Astral, who manages to avoid it, but it's heating up between these two nicely. Neither one has dived into the pits yet. We haven't seen any pit activity so far. We'll see how the strategies play in just a moment. We'll have to see who pits first out of these two as well, considering these two are current race leaders and race pace. Who is going to dive in first? I'm thinking one of them may stay out when the other goes in. It'll be an undercut situation, I feel here. I don't think we're going to see a matched pit strategy for the both of these. Jolvo, of course, he's got his own Astral. He's got his own two completely separate races. Not too sure where they're going to dive in, but it'll be interesting to see. Astral just pulling a little bit of a gap between himself and Jolvo, just giving himself a little touch of breathing room there, as Jolvo was just right behind him. It better be cast because we seem to have a history with baguette people. Shut up, Zach. Be nice. So then, Astral decides to dive into the pits now. Yeah, and as thought, Jolvo tears off into the lead. Can Jolvo keep some life left in those tyres and put himself ahead of Astral, denying Astral of that undercut? Of course, both on the mediums, I believe. So both running the similar strategy. It's just not yet for Jolvo on the pit. I think he wants one more lap out of those mediums before anything changes. Overcut from Jolvo. Let's get it. Oh yeah, so then we've got Orion then, who has moved himself up into 2nd place once again, thanks to the pit move, but he has got Bree breathing behind him in that Porsche. That's something to keep an eye on. That could very much get dangerous very quickly. Do you know what? Because of Orion's support though, and the fans in the chat asking for it, let's stay on board then with Orion as he battles Bree up the mountain section of Mount Panorama once again for what is the 4th time now here in Australia. Keeping it nice and tucked to the walls, not allowing an inch of room either side for Bree to take advantage of. That Porsche is having to fight all sides of the mirrors for Orion to be able to get round. Yeah, Ryan defending lovely on his line there. It's the widest Supra in the race so far, I'd say. Bree cannot sneak his way past. I don't want to offend anyone or insult anyone by saying that Bree is the faster driver here out of these two. However, Ryan is doing phenomenally well to defend off Bree. Hate that Matt can't do it sitting out eating food quickly. No worries, Dill. So yeah, Ryan staying in the lead of this little battle here in 2nd place as we leave the mountain section for the 4th time. Bree is going to have to think of another way around. There's another move potentially coming here in the form of the slight chicane. Bree setting up for it on the inside. But Orion now looking to go up the outside. Oh, he's going up the inside to then outside. It's not the optimal move, but we could see a switch back from either. And then it's onto the setup for the left-hand bend now on the final chicane. Yeah, neither one are diving into the pits here, so we'll see another lap of racing between these two. Orion just losing the place to Bree, and it has stayed that way. He's not able to get back just yet, but as we know, Orion has got a very fast line around this first corner. This could put him in good stead on the straight to hit or give Bree another go up the mountain section. And it does look right onto the bumper, picking flies off the bumper of that Porsche now, Orion, as they go neck and neck towards the first section. Orion, though, tucking himself onto the inside line. Could be the optimal line here to start the 5th time around the mountain section. And optimal it is. 2nd place gain for Orion. A fantastic setup move. Bit of a wobble and a slide for him, but he still manages to keep that Supra ahead of the Porsche. Fantastic racing from Orion. Great move indeed. yeah, phenomenal racing from these two. Of course, Breebury, he doesn't want to make the move without the move being clean. Same for Orion. You know, neither one are pushing, getting the elbows out, not damaging each other. It's fantastic racing between these two. It's really, really great to see. I'll say massive improvements in Orion's race as well. I was not expecting Orion to be sat in second place, gone over the halfway line here in Mount Panorama. A fantastic race for him. A blinding race and result for him. Breebury is all over him in the mirrors of the Supra, but he's just not letting the pressure get to him. He's keeping his line. He's pushing nicely. He's even now pulled himself out of tow range as we head onto the straight, which is what put him into the danger zone last time. Oh, and with all that, look, Breebury's picked up a penalty. So all the pressure, if anything, has got to Breebury before it's got to Orion. Breebury pushed and made the mistake before Orion did. Phenomenal run from him. That looks like it could be a very decent second place. Of course, we have still got the pit strategy to take into effect, but we'll see where he stands with it. We could see an undercut or overcut from either one of these drivers, but he's now looking at nearly a 2-second gap thanks to the penalty as well. Even if Jolvo now from the lead is into the pits as well. Breebury dives into the pits. He's going for the undercut. Orion stays out to take preliminary pole here around Mount Panorama. First place so far for Orion. Of course, it's not going to stay that way unless he pulls a blinder of a race, but he has still got to pit. However, phenomenal racing up until. Astral held off Jolvo on softs. Well, Astral pitted, and I believe, Jolvo, I can't remember exactly what had happened. There we are, Abigail saying for Orion, you're doing really well, mate. Carry on pushing, and so you have got Astral and Jolvo 8 seconds behind you both. Now, these two have pitted. Jolvo, of course, has just come out onto the new, is it the new mediums? But yeah, Astral did really well to defend Jolvo off, and of course then Astral then dived into the pits. Jolvo carried on. That was it, yeah. So Astral is now back out in front. There was a slight undercut from him. Astral's on soft, Jolvo's on mediums. So, it doesn't look like Jolvo's going to be competitive now on this half because he's on the mediums. But yeah, we do love an underdog. Go on, Orion. He's doing phenomenally well. Look at him. He's staying consistent. He's sticking on his line, and it's just all about his race right now. His race. He's not concerned about anyone else. He knows that he's going to lose 1 or 2 positions, but there's an easy third on the table here for him. Of course, Breebury's got a second penalty, and he is 20 seconds out off Orion on the pace. So Orion I don't think Orion's going to lose too much time on his pit. So I mean, he's going to lose it to second and third, but he could be coming out in third. It could happen for him. I mean, we'll have to have a look now. What's his tyres? What's his tyres looking like? Yeah, his softs are coming close to the limit. But I think he's going for 1 more lap. I think he's got it in them. Fair play, mate. Well, mate, you go for gold. I'm not going to stand in your way. Orion has got to pit, yes, and he's going to be pitting on the next lap, I'd imagine. But he thinks he can get 1 more lap out of those softs. And do you know what? I don't blame him for trying. Yes, he's slipping and sliding all over the place. But he's got a 5-second gap back to second place of Astral, who's just gone wide. Coming on to, was that the first corner? Yeah, just after the first corner he goes wide. Jolvo then. A 1.5 seconds out. Grapping's just gone into the pits. And then Breebury is battling with Mr. Not So Nice. 4th and 5th here. 21 seconds out from Orion in first place. 14 seconds out, of course, from Jolvo in third. Yeah, we'll stay on board just for this battle then at the moment, as Astral and Jolvo battle does heat up ever so slightly. I mean, nothing major going on there at the moment, just a 1.5 seconds gap between them, whereas these two is less than half a second. So this is where we're going to be staying on board with just a moment. Up the mountain then, Breebury up ahead of Mr. Not So Nice. Of course, Mr. Not So Nice is the A+ driver out of the pairing. So on paper, he has got the advantage, but can Breebury in that Porsche hold him off? Of course, as I said, seen Breebury round Mount Panorama before. We also watched him when he was battling away with Orion. He is a very, very fast driver, very consistent driver indeed. So Mr. Not So Nice hasn't exactly got an easy run here to try and take 4th off him. He has got his work cut out. I mean, Breebury is slowly starting to tear away with it. It's over half a second gap between them both now. Enough so that I feel confident to jump aboard, just check this one. But yeah, we're looking around about the same gap now. But unfortunately, Orion's softs are starting to take its toll as Astral and Jolvo are reeling the time in on him. Breebury then still within a second, so there is tow there available for Mr. Not So Nice as we head on to this straight for the penultimate time here around Mount Panorama. But from the back of Mr. Not So Nice, there's a 5.5 second gap to Enzo. 2.5 seconds back from him to 7th place in the form of Stock GT Tico. And then 8th position occupied by Grappig, just 14 seconds back. Oh, Orion's left the room. No way, what's happened? Is he disconnected? Oh, that's a shame. But anyway, it puts Astral up into first place as we start the final lap here in Australia. Mount Panorama. Jolvo following behind in 2nd position. Breebury then in 3rd with a battle on his hands just to hold it off Mr. Not So Nice for one more lap. Can he do it? Can he stop Mr. Not So Nice from gaining a 3rd podium? 3 races in a row. Of course, the first 2 were on the top step, hence where that's led to our decision to race in Mount Panorama. Mr. Not So Nice winning both of those races to put himself in 1st. However, not this time. Astral is the winner. Mr. Not So Nice, though, back on the podium so far, making the move on Breebury around that first bend. Breebury, or it's not first bend, sorry, second bend after the straight. So Breebury having no choice but to back out and think of an attack. Not much of the lap left to do it. Can we see a move here from the Frenchman? Not too sure, but either way, well done, Mr. Not So Nice, for securing so far 3rd place. 2 seconds now between Astral and Jolvo. Jolvo tearing a slight bit of time out to Astral, however, bit of consistency from Astral. I mean, a 1.5 second penalty, that's going to change things. That is going to change things. We are going to be seeing a leadership change here. Definitely worth staying on board for. Astral then just coming up to the penalty line for the last time, but with a 1.5 second penalty to serve, and that begins now. He's dropped off for 1.5 seconds. Jolvo picking up that gap, and Jolvo takes the lead, heading in towards the final sector of the Mount Panorama, the final lap here, sunset. The vibes are absolutely phenomenal, immaculate almost for Jolvo as he carts that push around the final chicane and onto the final left-hander. Beautiful race from Jolvo to have found the top step of the podium here in Mount Panorama. Last minute move for him. Astral nothing to do here in 2nd place. It's 1st for Jolvo, 2nd for Astral. Mr. Not So Nice is still being challenged by Breebury, but Breebury hasn't presented enough of a challenge. That's so dumb, says Astral. Yeah, it's a shame that you got penalised, but don't say it was heating up for you. But Mr. Not So Nice coming through in 3rd with Breebury in 4th. Enzo now just coming around the final corner as well to finish the race in 5th. Grappig now on the final. I got understeer on the downhill. Ah, that's a shame, man. Grappig here now approaching the final bend. 6th position for him in the Helldivers push. Stock GT Tico then in the M6 coming through in 7th position. Then not too far back, followed by Armin in the, is that the RCF? Yeah, in the RCF in 8th. Kainan then, fair play, not last this time, buddy, well done. And then Sabiko in 10th, the Croatian in the M6. Just unfortunately bringing up the rear then. But no, Jolvo, fantastic race and a phenomenal battle with Astral. But you just came out on top in the end. So congratulations to Astral, Jolvo and Mr. Not So Nice on the podium spots. Jolvo, of course, 1st place. Breebury and Enzo then, 4th and 5th for these 2 competitors. Again, always so close in the lobbies. They'll always finish either one person in between them, 2 people maybe at a stretch, but never too far away from each other. It's great to see consistency across 2 buddies like this. So they must have some phenomenal races between themselves when they're just practicing. So yeah, I believe everyone apart from Sabeko then has passed the line, but Sabiko just coming through finally. Keenan, who didn't pit, unfortunately has put himself down to last. I wish I didn't say anything now. But no, well done guys. Nice to see you, HRS. And there we go. So Jolvo, 1st place in the 911 RSR, best lap of a 202.7. But Astral takes fastest lap with a 202.3 and puts that Mercedes AMG onto the 2nd step of the podium, with Mr. Not So Nice in his RCF occupying the 3rd, a 203.069 for him. Bree then in 4th, Enzo in 5th, Grappig in 6th, Stock GT7th, Armin in 8th, Sebico in 9th, 10th goes to Kynan, Dylan in 11th, LBR in 12th, Orion in 13th. Unlucky Orion says you had a fantastic start to the race. And then Big Two Step in 14th and Swifty in 15th. But it means that Jolvo, as the winner of the race, gets to pick Sebastian. Nice race, guys. I need to go. See you tomorrow. Nice for popping in, buddy. Thank you very much for joining. If you haven't subbed already, make sure you hit that sub button for us. And that's just to stay involved. And make sure you ring the notifications bell as well to be notified of whenever we go live so you never miss a stream. Fuji is next from Jolvo. Fuji. Did you want the short course, by the way, or did you want full? BRB taking out my dog. No worries, Astral. We're lobby resetting now, actually, anyway, so it doesn't matter. Lobby reset, fellas. Lobby reset. Full for the fun. Yeah, I like the little chicane. It is nice. Let me jump back into chat. Into chat. That's just Grappig, Jolvo, SAS, and Kian. There we go. Yeah, well done on winning, though, Jolvo.
Thank you.
A fantastic run. Just doing the lobby reset, but we're checking network environment still. Oh, there we go. It comes back. Fantastic.
There would have been Astralis if not for that penalty. That was so.
I know. He had a rough start, didn't he?
Yeah, but his strategy was so much better than mine. I just benefited from his penalty then.
Let's do 8 laps. Evening. What other settings did I need to turn wall penalties off just because, yeah, they're not really needed here, are they? Okay. We're still on the mediums and the softs, that's fine. Group 3, 5 minutes quali with a 90-second finish continuation time. Is that going to be enough for Fuji?
What? How many?
Should we put 2 minutes continuation time?
90 could be... Yeah, 2 minutes would be best.
Okay, we'll go 2 minutes then. Save these settings, says Sliced. They are saved. You just saw I pulled it from a saved. Yeah. I think we're all good. Sweet. Okay. There we go. Anyway. Hell, says Bree. Hi. Lobby's up, guys. Oh, I thought we were on for a record then, but no 9 and 10 instant connections. Deluxe, welcome back. Troya, welcome back in. Keenan's made another spot. Fantastic.
Oh, bro. I don't know how to race on this track.
You don't know how to race on this track?
Well, I know how to race on
Fuji's,
it.
I'd say Fuji's a lovely track.
Yeah.
Nearly finished. Nearly full.
Well, Jolfo, you've done like 2
And
vlogs.
full. Oh, no. 2 spots left. Two spots in the lobby left. 1 spot in the lobby left. No spots in the lobby left. That was quick. Done. Just wait for everyone to connect. We'll let the people in. Oh, what's this? Right, I think this might be the incident that we said that we'd look back on, actually. This might be the incident between Bree and Big Two Step where he left. Now, the problem is, he sent me a clip which starts after where Big Two Step accused him of contact. So we may have to look back. Secure my spot before I walk my dog. No, you can't do that, Astral. If you're walking your dog right now. Oh, it took him out. Oh, okay. I was about to say that's cheating. Anyway, I know full well what we're about to see. We're about to watch Big Two Step smash into the side of Bree, which is understandable because I'd be a bit annoyed about it as well. Yeah, that's nasty contact. I watched that. I'm not gonna lie, Bree did well to recover it. I'm not gonna lie. And obviously, yeah, it didn't end so well for Two Step. However, it was just after the first corner, which we'll have to have a look back on. Because if there was contact, then it's like, nah. Can't really blame him too much. There is a space, though, in the lobby. It's just 2 new people. Welcome in, everyone. Please remember there's live spectator commentary on YouTube. Thank you. There we go. Right, 2 seconds, guys. I'm going to nip back. I'm just going to go to the toilet, and then we'll get going.
Is he gone?
think
Kian,
so.
how is he not kick you?
I don't know, man. I haven't said anything. I'm just being dead quiet. I said like 2 words. That's it. Can stream even hear me, or has he muted me?
I don't know. If stream can hear you, it would be pretty funny.
Can stream hear me? Because stream can hear me, then I'm not muted.
I say something?
I just
Yeah. Stream hears you. Very, very quiet, but you are.
Now we're in charge of
yeah.
the stream.
Ah, it's true.
No,
Righto, I'm back.
Hey,
Hello.
Close off.
Fantastic. We have got 1 space in the room.
1 space in Rome.
hey, Jovo's a 141 fast. That's a no. All right.
You take like 3 seconds off that.
Yeah, 137 I thought was fast around here.
Ah!
Around
Getting
there.
murdered.
Hello, Looney.
Oh well. I saw that one coming.
Oh, lobby is now full. Don't say on the stream, but I have to talk with you.
Whoa.
Just said don't say on stream. You just said it on stream.
It's a bit hard for me not to say it on the stream when it comes up on my screen anyway. Well, Orion, just take note from it and just don't message me on PlayStation. Message me on something else, bud. But yeah, that's fine. I know that's the problem. That's the problem with it. There's no point in me being silent about it. The whole stream saw it.
Well,
Oh,
I
it
didn't.
was on PlayStation.
But yeah, Orion, don't mess me back on PlayStation. Just message me on like Insta or something, bud.
Discord.
Oh, there you are. LBO's managed to make it in. So we have 15 players all ready to go. Are we ready to start the qualifying?
Am I?
Yes. Hi, Zach.
Hello, Zach. Are we ready?
Mr. Lee Levin.
Mr. Lee. Yeah, I'm just about to start qualifying, but we have got a full lobby anyway.
Nah, alright, go ahead then. I'm going to use a different car every single race.
W.
I don't know. I'll see what's up anyway.
The hell?
My phone's gonna die. Should probably plug that in. Right, Kian, you've changed car. We ready to go?
Yeah, I'm outside.
Right, let's start the qualifying then. Right, so for the race, I'm going to just dip out, or for the race and the qualifying, I'm just going to dip out into stream chat. Zach, feel free to come with me if you're not running this race.
I'm not even in the lobby. Duh.
There we go. We'll switch on over anyway, but best of luck, fellas. There we are. Just leave myself in stream chat for a second. We'll jump on board in the qualifying. Just see if Zach is joining over. I'm not too sure if he was staying in the general to talk to those fellas while racing. Yeah, I think he is. All good. That's fine. Let's get underway then. 70 laps of Fuji. Yeah, I don't think I'll be completing that today. Don't think so. Let's get our bits on for qualifying then. So all the cars are leading out in a nice, thick, tightly knitted pack for qualifying. I'm not too sure that's the best move. Hopefully a few of them can back out on their outlaps, give themselves a little bit of room, spread out a little bit. Astral's done the smart, wise choice there by leaving everyone else go first. Speed, there's always a mad rush to get out of the pits. And I never understand why. Who else is... Yeah, Deluxe. Deluxe has done the same. He's given himself a decent gap. Troyer ringing up the rear in 14th. He doesn't have anyone behind him pressuring him. He's just got a head to look at. Nicely set up. And then HRS, he's got a decent gap as well. But of course, this is just the outlap. Yeah, a little bit of pacing. Warming up the tyres. Nothing much going on. Then we're going to see a push lap from all of these. Graphic, though, is leading the pack. He was the first one to leave the pits. Big slide from Graphic there just before entering the first lap. That is a shame. I say I wouldn't go quitting out now, though. Just reverse yourself right into the way of everyone else, bud. Yeah, sounds good. Fantastic recovery for Graphic. Hopefully, though, everyone can find their own little gap and their own little groove. It's alright, bud. But hopefully everyone can find their own little gap and groove for qualifying. We don't like it when qualifying's all bunched up. Of course, it gives us something exciting to watch, but we just have to deal with everyone complaining afterwards, so... Save yourselves the hassle of complaining afterwards and give yourself some room. I mean, Dylan and Graphic tied in, which I don't think they're too close in timings around here. Dylan is quite quick, though. I've seen Dylan racing around here before. Loyal to the Porsche. He's always been in that RSR, or in the 911 RSR. Changed liveries a few times, but always kept the car the same. So, Jolvo now leading the pack after the spin from Graphic. Ooh, he switched liveries in his 911 RSR. No longer own the same one. It's a custom one. A TTR livery, or TTR racing livery for Jolvo. That's a lovely livery. Fair play. So he's the first one then out on a push lap as opposed to an out. Let's see where he comes then as he goes around the chicane. He's keeping it nice and steady. Nothing too major. A little bit of a slip and slide there. That'll cost him time-wise, but he could still be looking competitive at the top. There we are, just finishing off this lap now. So Jolvo will be setting the first benchmark, and then Armin and Breery will be setting the next. Kian then following behind those. We'll see where these times come out then. Jolvo on the home stretch. The first time from the qualifying session here at Fuji is... a 1:39.5. Can Armin answer that? Can Breery answer that? Can Kian answer that? Breery goes second. Armin third. And then Kian coming across in fifth. Ooh, Graphic, though, putting in a blinder of a lap to go second place. Fantastic, bud. Well recovered. Well recovered indeed. So then, while those two are having a bit of a scrap there, remember, guys, this is qualifying. Most speeds come through with a 1:43. Newman coming through with a 1:46. There's been a call saying that Newman is a dirty driver, so we'll have to keep an eye on him in the race. And of course, then he will no longer be racing with us if he is dirty. But Kainan, though, in 10th position, running rather nicely in the Hurricane. Best of luck to him. Newman has spun there. LBR with a 1:49 in his Peugeot. And SSR Harrison giving it another go now. He will have time to complete this lap, but this lap only. Giving it another go, of course, after the incident with Newman. HRS in his NSX, he's just cruising it through, I think. I mean, this is outlap. This will be his last lap attempt now. He does have one shot at it, so best of luck for him. Astral, though, 0.5 clear, down to second position in the form of Jolvo with a 1:39.006. A phenomenal lap from the AMG. See how this translates for the rest of the qualifying session then. The final lap for Jolvo. Where does he stand against that 1:39? Of course, that 0.5 penalty is going to come into effect as well. I think that's a shame for his lap. That could have been something phenomenal. But it is a 0.8 gap down then to Troyer in third position. So Jolvo may be clear after all at the top. Breery, though, just coming through in fourth position after Kian just knocked him down from third. Great lap from Kian there. 1:40.2. Mo Speedo, though, just knocking Kian off that third spot and coming through with a 1:40.2. It is very, very close indeed between these cars. From third all the way down to Well, what was 6th, but now 2nd place, 139.5 for Troyer. Fantastic. Jolvo, but knocked down into 3rd in the dying section, or dying seconds of qualifying. Still a few cars running, though. We've got... Who have we got? We've got Newman just coming across the line. I don't think this lap's for him, though, with a 206. Deluxe also just coming across the line. Where did Deluxe just score? 4th position for Deluxe with the 139.7. Phenomenal lap from him. Fantastic. Well, Newman needs to check. He just tried to spin me and Astral. Yeah, I said I didn't jump on board, Harrison, and see anything so far. But I am going to be keeping an eye on it at the start of the race. If I spot dirty driving, he's going to go. Obviously, we know first corner is going to be a bit of a pain anyway. But we'll see how it goes. If he's got to go, then he has to go. How was that qualifying, though, for everyone? By the looks of the times, Astral, Troyer, and Jolvo doing well for 1st, 2nd, and 3rd. Hopefully no dumb penalties this time for Astral. Yeah, so we've turned wall penalties off, so you won't get one of those. Still car collision and shortcut penalties, though. We don't like shortcutting or car collisions. So keep it clean, gentlemen. Keep it clean. Yeah, so we have got the one call that Newman... Where is he? Where is he? There he is, down in 15th. He could be a dirty driver. He hasn't got the cleanest of sportsmanship ratings. We do normally ask for B+. He is coming through at a C and drive rating of a D. So, yeah, he doesn't look and appear on paper to be the best driver. We'll just have to see in the race. But, yes, guys, make sure you get your tyre strategy set now, ready to go. We have 8 laps here around Fuji. Oh, God, I'm P2, says Macho Troyer. Yeah, and say, well done on getting P2, mate. Fantastic run. And say, just see if you can hold it now. If you can keep those lap times consistently around the 1:39 time, especially in race, you are going to have no problems whatsoever. You're going to be in the top half of the grid for sure. We'll just see how it unfolds, though. But if everyone's ready, let's go. If there's another race, I might be able to join and commentate with you. Yeah, there'll be another one after this. It might be the last one, though, Slice. But it'd be nice to have you in either way. And yes, you can start serving your race bands then. Yeah, if everyone is ready, though, just give me an R, either in chat or, as Lucas has just done there, in YouTube chat, saying that you're ready. Either one, guys. There we are, there's Astrals. Deluxe, just waiting to see that everyone's ready and we'll get into a Grappig. Of course, he has to be different. Q for Jolvo, joining in. I'm just going to take any random letter that you're ready. Ready. A few more, guys. Just come on. I need a few more. I'd like the majority votes. Oh, there we go. There's a few more. I'm satisfied that everyone is ready. Harrison, are you ready? Dylan, ready. Bree, ready. Just making sure that everyone is ready on your strategies and your tyres. No one's starting on the wrong tyres, etc. Please have common sense into the T1 hairpin, everyone. Astral, hopefully they will. Kian, A. Not exactly an R, but it'll do. There you are. A J. Is that? Oh, is that? That's not Spanish. Is that a Spanish G? RM or RZ? Racing medium or racing soft? No, says Grappig. Fair enough. Oh, do you know what? I'm just going to start the race. I believe you're all ready. I believe you're all ready. But yeah, guys, if anyone is watching, you haven't already, make sure you hit that sub button real quick with the notification bell on to be involved with everything that we do here at RDR. And if you haven't already, make sure to jump in our Discord, which is pinned in the top of the chat. But without further ado, let's get into the race then. Astral sat up on pole. Full starts are on, so make sure you are not jumping the start, guys, or you will be penalised. But yes, and as Astral said, common sense into T1. Let's get some clean racing underway for Fuji. Fantastic launch from everyone. No penalties on the start line. Some people with a fantastic launch as well. The pack is starting to thick out on the straight. All 15 cars looking to go. Oh, we're looking to get a few people in going wide here. Let's just check here as we're going through. No issues as such. A few people going a little bit wide and a little bit wobbly LBR such, but I think the whole pack has made it through relatively cleanly. Kian has pushed himself up into 3rd position. A little bit of a battle and a wobble there, but he's through. HRS now up into 2nd place behind Astral, who's starting to tear away with it in 1st. A 2nd gap between himself and the rest of the pack already. Phenomenal run from Astral so far. Of course, anything could happen here around Fuji. This is a very slippery circuit. Yeah, we're seeing a few people slipping and sliding out there. A few different lines being taken there around that corner, but everyone's seeming to get through rather nicely. So yeah, the pack is rather close. There's a couple of rear runners, but they're not too far out. The pack does seem really close here heading into, or heading through this first lap at Fuji. Astral, though, leading the pack by 1 second out. Troyer in 2nd place in that McDonald's M6. Couldn't believe he was on 2nd place here, Troyer. Yet so far he's looking very comfortable. Very comfortable indeed. And say, little slip from Astral, not though from Troyer. D-Lock's up into 3rd, Keane down in 5th. That position is going to change around though, with D-Lock's now having to serve a 0.5 penalty for shortcutting. Mo Speedo though, a newcomer into the lobby. He's running well in 4th in the Nodal Supra. He's got Kian right behind him, and then Jolvo just tucking him behind with HRS Jumpanic, or Jumpimp behind Jolvo. I'm going to just call you HRS, or... yeah, we'll just call you Wamp. Wamp will do. Yeah, because I don't want to refer to you as HRS, I know that's your racing team. Anyway, the order is slipping and sliding about, but it has ended with Mo Speedo up into 3rd position, taking it wide from that corner, coming back onto the track and knocking D-Locks off. There's been a big commotion here. And a big spin. Who's backwards there? I think that might be Harrison who took that, or took the brunt of that incident. That is a shame. From what I could see involved with that, make sure you guys clip it now if you've got something for me to look back on. But by the looks of it, it was just a couple of people that had gone wide, come back on the track a little bit loose, and knocked everyone else off. Oh, I recognise that livery that Dylan's running. I made that livery for him. Fair, but that's an ancient livery, that is, and so we haven't seen that one in ages. But yeah, it's a Scottish-themed livery made for, or specifically for Dylan. So, the top 3 have changed around again. Astral, though, he's less than a second away from the rest of the pack now. Troyer has chopped a bit of time away from him, but these two are tearing away now. A 4-second gap back to 3rd in the form of HRS Wamp. Wamp is holding 4th nicely, though. Kian is battling him hard for it. Just tucking that M6 on the inside, and the move is made. It's Kian back up into 3rd in the CCR M6. Nice racing. Jolvo now also battling Wamp for 4th position. Jolvo in 5th, with Breebree closing in behind him in 6th position. It's a very Porsche dominant race, this one. But again, yeah, these two battling it out. Troyer, though, looking to take the position off of Astral as we start the 3rd lap here in Fuji. Astral's going to have to race real defensively here. He chooses the outer line going into the first corner, optimising speed over the fence. Troyer sticking to do the same thing, and I think it's worked. Yeah, Astral just half a second out from Troyer now after that slipstream pull. So at least those two are racing nicely, battling along ever so surely. And say, Troyer doesn't want to put anything too much onto Astral and ruin either one of their races. And say, I think very cautious driving from both of these in a sense. But as and when a move will be made, I'm sure Troyer will not pass the opportunity up. Such as there, he looks up the inside. Astral goes a little bit wide, but just covers him off in enough time. And Troyer looks for another way around. Could be into the chicane here, depending on where he sets up. Let's have a look. Kian dropping all the way back in the order now. Something must have gone on between those two. We'll have to have a look, though. Troyer up the inside of Astral, coming off the chicane. It's not there for him. Astral still holding 1st position in that AMG. Of course, Astral is an A+ driver, as said previously in the stream tonight. He is one to watch on the track. Pretty much any track as well, Astral is fast at, I've noticed. He may not win every single race hands down in a dominant running fashion, but he is always, always, always in the top 5. He's always one to watch around any circuit. So, though, Troyer is giving him a run for his money currently. Astral looks towards the pit line, I think. Is he going to fake it out? No, Astral does. He dives in on the 3rd lap, hoping on a little bit of an undercut from the mediums to the softs on Troyer. Troyer now preliminarily leading this race. Further back down then, so we have Wamp in 2nd place in that NSX, who's got Breebree now battling behind him. Again, as previously said around Mount Panorama, Breebree is a very fast racer indeed. Jolvo fighting just behind him. Fourth, he's not too far out. He's got Dylan a second behind him, who's battling himself with Kian. Kian now just making the move past Dylan in the Scottish Porsche, pushing himself up into 5th position. Dylan now having to work the inside line to try and get it back off Kian, but no, Kian shuts that door. No thank you, not today. On to the normal braking then for Kian, and he changes his view to attacking now, as he's got Jolvo about a second in front. A little bit of decent toe, maybe a decent line here into the chicane, and it could be his. It all depends on the exit. Yeah, so he's about a second behind, so I don't think the move is going to be made here into this corner, especially with Dylan just creeping behind him. Kian's definitely going to have to be thinking more about the defence there than the offence just for now. Further back, though, Armin is under fire from Deluxe in that GTR, the Goku GTR. He's also battling away with Grappig in the Helldivers Porsche, and Grappig's not making it easy for either one of the two in front, and we know full well that he will dive on any opportunity, say if he's given one. SSR Harrison then, slipping and sliding his M6 around the circuit. A beautiful save for Harrison there. 10th place for him currently due to that incident where he was knocked off the top runners, which is a shame, but it's nice to see him still running. Troyer now dives into the pit from first, which gives Wamp the preliminary lead. The Argentinian now goes first, with Kian chasing him down from 2nd position. Astral and Harrison, though, both going for the pits, but Astral fakes it and moves out to the left. Of course, Astral has pitted. He was just after that slipstream. Astral now back up into 5th. Grappig in 4th, then battling it way still with Armin, looking to find a path around. Has he made it there? I think so. Thinking he'd an oil change, never checked, said Dylan. Well, hopefully you don't go for one now. I don't think you'll have time for a full service there. I was reading the comments there, and I really should have been watching, but there was contact and an incident between Armin and Grappig. I'm going to have Grappig record a clip of that and let me know, because something definitely happened between those two there. Grappig now losing a place to Astral, who's pushed himself up to 4th. Kian then is 2 seconds out from the preliminary leader. Of course, Wamp still needs to pit, as does Kian, but both of these charging down the rest of the laps. Show fair play, says Newman. What do you mean by that, bud? Anyway, welcome into the lobby. But yes, Kian in 2nd place, just 2.5 seconds out from Wamp in 1st place, both needing to pit. Armin in 3rd position in the Patronus RCF. However, that incident with Grappig does still need to be looked at, as I think there was a little bit of foul play that happened there. Astro, though, pacing nicely in his AMG. Troyer in 6th position, previously 2nd after the pits. However, he was undercut there by Astro. Of course, Grappig, Armin, Kian, Wamp all needing to pit, so we're going to see Troyer hand that position back over himself. Jolvo now tied into a bit of a battle with Keenan, who makes a bit of a move. It's nice to see Keenan in the top half of the grid for this race. Bree and Dylan also pushing around him, although I don't think he has. I don't think Keenan has pitted. I'm not exactly too sure who has pitted from these lot. I'm sure they have, as they are all battling and they are all fast. I've seen a few of them up the top end of the leaderboard. Anyway, same as Mo Speedo. Mo Speedo was running pretty competitive. I've no top ends. Yeah, you might need an oil change, Dylan. You'll have to have a look back. Mo Speedo was at the top end. You'll have to see where that goes. Grappig also in the pits now that we can see. But on board with Kian then. Oil doesn't matter with BOP. You sure? Kian slipping and sliding his M6 around the circuit. Not letting off the pace pedal at all. He is pushing hard. 7.5 seconds between him and Astral now in 2nd place. Of course, Astral was the previous race leader, so he's going to be hunting that back down. However, he has got a little bit of pressure now in the form of the RCF. Can't go full attack and pull back time mode onto Kian, as he's having to deal with Armin, who's actually pulled a move up the inside. Astral, though, goes for the switchback with a nicer move around the outside, gains his position back on the chicane. I've never seen someone go around the outside like that to gain the position back, but Astral, phenomenal move. A bit of contact there between Armin and Astral. Armin does back out of it, though, so we know it's not a total dirty driver in the lobby. Given the racing room there, Astral and Armin are battling it out for 2nd place. Astral potentially on a switchback. Armin taking the inside line now. Astral on the outside. He does get a better exit from the final corner and tucks that AMG up ahead of the RCF, leading onto the final straight, putting Armin down into 3rd position. Great battle between these two unfolding right now. Troyer then in 4th position, chasing down them both, just 4 seconds back out. But remember, Troyer has pitted, unlike Kian and potentially Armin. I'm not too sure if Armin has pitted yet. I don't think he has, looking at the run, but we'll have to see how the rest unfolds. This would be his last opportunity to pit on this lap now, so he will have to. Yeah, so penultimate lap then. Kian currently in the lead, also looking to have to pit this lap. He hasn't built enough of a gap to secure his first place when he comes out of the pits, but he is going to still be competitive. He's probably going to pop out around just behind Troyer, I'd say, in 5th. So still a great run for Kian either way. Astral then, the lead will be handed back over to him once we cross the start-finish line, I'm sure, with Kian in the pits. Phenomenal run for Astral. He's kept it nice and clean thus far. Hopefully he can keep it that way and secure himself that podium, if not the win. So then, round this corner then for the second to last time for Kian. Bit of a slip and slide there as we enter the start-finish, oh no, not the start-finish straight, sorry. Around the final section, I should have said, not the last corner. It's my mistake. I got confused at where we were looking at. But yeah, Kian is battling and fighting that M6 now. He's going to have to dive in the pits and get some fresh rubber on and complete the rest of the laps from this. There we are. Kian now heading over to the pit line and down into the pits for him. Of course, Astral, after now just coming onto the start-finish line, is going to take over the position and back into first. We're going to see Armin also run into the pits, hopefully. Oh, it's been a yellow flag. What's a yellow flag for? Oh, Kian has finished. Oh, not finished, sorry. Kian's carried on. Has Kian pitted? Oh, Astro has pitted. Astro has pitted. How long are you planning to be live for? Not long now or left, but I'd say I think after this race we're doing one more run and then that is us for the evening. We've got Kian running in second place currently. I'm not even too sure who has pitted here. Kian hasn't pitted, neither has Astral. So they're both going to have to. Troyer, though, has pitted. So it could even be Troyer handed over the lead, actually. We're going to have to see how this unfolds. I have no idea how this final is going to stand. I don't know who's pitted and who hasn't. As far as I was aware, Astral had pitted. Kian running wide on those softs. I don't think Kian has pitted. If he hasn't, that's his own mistake, because it was very obvious that he had to. He's picked up a 0.5. It won't affect him too much, of course, with Troyer 4 seconds behind. But it definitely will secure that there's no battle for first place. Astral then in the final sector. Preliminary first. We're going to put him on the podium for now. I think he's pitted, and I think he's safe to win this. I don't think he's going to be looking at a penalty. We are going to have to stay on board and see. It's really confused me, this has. As far as I was aware, the top runners have pitted. The top runners may have pitted. So, Astral then. First place in the AMG GT3. A bit of a duck and a dive, swerving across the line. Kian now slowing down. First place for Astral. Kian now coming into the pit second place, but it's not going to matter as he can't put his tyres on after he finishes. Troyer now puts up to second place. Kian picking up a minute penalty. Jolvo up into third place. HRS Wamp into fourth. Delox up into fifth. Breebree into sixth. And Dylan into seventh. That's Kian pushed down to eighth, unfortunately. That's a shame that he'd missed the pits or the pit line there. Kynan, though, coming through in ninth, just behind Kian after having served that penalty. Followed by Armin in 8th. Ooh, who does go above Kian? Oh, I think Keenan had a penalty as well. So there is still a chance for Harrison to jump above both, which he does by up into 9th position. And then who is this finishing across now? Grappig. Grappig hitting the pit wall for some reason. Unsure why. And then Newman ringing up the rear also on the final lap. But at least both of these fellas are going to be able to finish. Grappig potentially in 12th. Miku W, hometown hero. Had no penalty, said Keenan. Are you sure? Because you were jumping below people who finished ahead of you. So yeah, I think you have had a penalty. I think so. Because you finished below... Yeah, you had a penalty as well as Kian did. I'll double check the penalties for you all now. But well done, Astral. Congratulations on that run. So then, your top 8 for that race is Astral, Troyer and Jolvo occupying the podium spots. Then Wamp in the NSX in 4th. Deluxe in 5th, Breebree in 6th, Dylan in 7th, and Armin in 8th. So further down, we have Harrison in 9th, Grappig in 10th and Newman in 11th. Kiev finishing 12th with Kainan behind after both serving a minute penalty for no pits. Penalty for Pig, says Newman. Well, you didn't actually serve one, I don't believe. Yeah, you didn't serve when you pitted as well. So you finished in 11th place. So well done, fellas. Unfortunately for Kian and Kainan, though, it is bottom of the grid. Of course, LBR and Mo Speed are both disconnected. So that is a shame for those. But a fantastic run either way. Lockdown has jumped in replace of Breebree in the lobby. But Astrals, since you won that race, where would you like to run to next? Burnt or semi? Just noticed the poll in Discord. There we go. Astral, where are we going to next though, bud? Congratulations on the win. Can I serve a race ban? Yes, Sliced. As long as I can see that you're on, you can serve your race ban.
Asian Marathon, let's go Suzuka.
Suzuka?
Yeah.
Oh.
Alright,
okay,
we can go Suzuka.
Matt, I was entering pits, and I tapped the wall, I started sliding slightly, and it just respawned me back on track.
I know the problem, and I don't know how it happened, but realistically, yeah. Do Hickory from Grappig. What's this?
Oh no.
It's something. First corner, Grappig. Let's have a look. Everyone else was in the pits. Oh, I don't know. I think it's rather close there. I don't think there was anything major. It's Grappig and... Oh, no, this is exactly what I was on about. Okay.
Did you watch the entire clip?
No. We're going to watch it now. So, yeah, it's clean through there. You've left the racing room. He's got plenty of room to move. Yeah, he just carts over into you, then moves out, and then, yeah, he hits you 3-4 times in total there. Armin, if you're in the stream, thank you for the sub, whoever that was, but if you're in the stream, Armin, I think you should start explaining that one.
It's like the 5th time he's done it.
It's like a race ban pending.
That really wasn't, that was intentional. There wasn't anything going on from the first corner, so it certainly couldn't have been a move from that. And I'm pretty sure that we were actually watching it, weren't we?
I mean, if you look, if you were side by side and turned to the left at the corner, it'd probably have been in front.
I don't think that we'll go full course for Suzuka though, 8 laps, because that was as requested by Astral. We're on an Asian run, he says. You're all laughing. I didn't say nothing.
So funny.
200 laps,
gonna say, bro.
Nah. You ain't ever outrunning the name. Hi, Mr. Dunlop. Who we on about now? Sliced.
There's a specific reason, and well, he can explain it if he wants to.
Sliced can explain it, yeah, I'm sure. Right, so are we all calling then that Armin... I mean, that was dirty. There's no two ways about it. I think even with... Unless Grappig has done something similar to him, I don't think...
Done absolutely nothing.
I didn't think you had, mate. I didn't think you had.
I swear on my pinky toe I've done nothing.
Mate, I don't think you did anything, honestly, looking at it. I think Armin... I think we're going to be... I mean,
just get
right.
rid of him already.
Hear me out. Hear me out. Newman, I think he's left now, isn't he?
Yeah.
Yeah, Newman has left. But I don't think there was many, like, actual dirty racing issues. Can I have stream voice chat, please? Who's taking them off you? That's funny.
Someone took them off him?
Yeah, someone's taken his streams off, Perbs off him.
It
That's funny.
weren't me. No, it weren't me.
Probably Semi.
Yeah,
He's got him back now. Sliced, you've got him back, but that was really funny. Whoever done that, do that again occasionally. That's quite good. Lost them when I lost admin. Oh, there we go. Says a lot.
I mean, Slice can't even join the lobby.
No, he's starting to sit out his race bans now.
Oh, does that mean he just sits in the lobby or something?
In a sense.
It's like what car should I drive?
I mean, to be fair, I haven't actually told him how many race bans he's got. That's up for me to decide.
No, like, that's quite funny.
Give him 50.
Hey, you know what? Just for
200.
Slice, I'm going to pull out the SMFC car.
Wait, is that SAS out here?
No.
Wait, which Audi? It's like which Audi?
2019, alright.
There we go.
And if it doesn't have a DHL
Is
livery on, I'm
5 minutes quali and 2 minutes extension going to be okay around here?
Now there's no Newman, yeah.
Fair enough.
No, I'm not driving the
It's,
Beamer.
it's
But
Are we all ready though? Because if so,
No,
I'm saying
no,
let's
no,
not.
no, no,
Oh, we want a little bit of practice around first.
hang
Tell
on.
half the
I
lobby
haven't
to
driven
enter.
this track in ages.
Hey, Matt, it's
Three
Uh,
people sliced.
I'm an
Waiting on 3 people.
What?
Oh wait, I have driven this track. I did it in F1. Never mind.
Good evening, nice to meet you. Thanks, Mole Pass Fresh. Close enough.
Oh, why is Arsenic still here?
There we are, just waiting for LBR to join in.
Hey,
Yeah,
John,
guys,
oh,
remember
oh,
if you're
no.
watching, you haven't already, make sure to hit like on the stream for us. Thank you. And of course, to get involved with everything we do, make sure to hit that
I'll
sub
have
button
you know
with the
this was one of my
notifications
best
bell
tracks on a
on.
different game.
Bonjour de France. Bonjour de français. Yeah, we speak English here in the stream.
I'll take another car. Wait, let me quickly change.
Who chose this track again?
Who do you think?
Blame Astral.
Where is it?
Figure.
Well, bro, Hammer, where does he come from?
Yeah,
wait,
no,
wait. Yeah.
And he's disappeared.
Hello, Lucas.
Just
probably
because.
went to walk his cat.
Oh.
What car are you picking?
Well, Astral tried to steal a space in the lobby just to walk his dog.
He was
No,
not
it is
No,
walking
because
his cat.
she came
doesn't
have a
home
dog.
and then he's like laser,
Double
and
area.
then like my dog is laser focused on my stepmom, so there was like no point in me taking him out.
Wait.
What? Excuse
What?
you?
What?
Well, we need some explanation to that.
What are you talking
Since
about?
when do you have a dog?
I've had a dog and a cat for
You've
quite a
never
while.
said that you always go
Yeah,
out to
you
walk the
always
cat.
say that you're gonna walk your cat, not your.
Because I'm
Can I-
mostly walking my
Can I
cat.
just-
Like it's usually my brother that walks my dog, but I'm mostly walking my cat.
Can I just confirm, why do you walk your cat?
'Cause he's
Why
an-
not?
he's
Yeah,
an
we
Don't
all
outdoor
cats
want
do that
cat.
themselves? Like, don't cats just walk themselves?
No,
Yes.
because we have like fences and stuff.
But then again,
and
it is
he
an
can
American
get, and he
cat.
can get out.
Yeah, it is an American cat. It's a different type of cat, isn't it?
Well, it's actually a Japanese one.
No, his one's American.
No,
He's just Japanese. Astral's.
There's no difference between a normal cat and an American cat, apart from the American cat collects stamp cards and loyalty cards.
I was gonna say it as a double Big Mac every day.
No, my cat's not fat.
Because
I
you
don't
walk him
believe-
every day,
well, I don't
exactly.
believe
Then yeah, I was about to say you have to walk him every day. That's why he's not fat. He's getting
I
exercise
just-
on a daily.
I just don't. Is it something that Europeans can't comprehend? It's just I've never looked at a cat and
I'm
thought, yeah, I want to
guessing
stick a
so.
lead on you.
Hey,
Can I
man,
race with you
so.
I've
after?
seen, like,
Absolutely, bud.
I've
We'll
seen,
do
like,
one
a
more
guy-
run
cats
after
on the
this.
Isle of Man don't even have tails.
Let me
I've
just
seen,
walk
like-
my stick bug. Yeah, let me just get my praying mantis on the lead a minute.
Oh, bro, let me walk my fish real quick.
Yep. It was my computer that froze, and it's like that's where the lobby stayed up because obviously it's running off the PS5. The PS5's fine. The stream not working.
It's just
I'll
the
refresh.
PC.
Yeah, it's literally just the PC. But yeah, we're all back up and running now. But it does present a bit of a problem. So the stream. I mean, everyone's now saying that we're back, which now makes me think there's a massive latency now on the stream.
I mean, there always is on YouTube sometimes anyway.
No, I know, but I've put it on. I've put it onto low, and it wasn't earlier. If that makes sense, you know.
I think generally phones just have a longer latency than if you're watching on a laptop or something anyway.
Okay, yeah, there's potentially that. I don't know. It's just that seemed like a big delay. Like between, I feel like I said quite a lot explaining what happened, and then I saw messages saying that everyone's back.
I'm watching the
people
stream
just
right
have the
now. There's
brain
like
delay.
a 3-second delay.
3-second delay,
But
right?
that's,
Okay.
yeah, but it's not too bad though.
But yeah, basically, guys, it brings me to a bit of a problem at the moment because when my computer starts freezing, it's normally a sign that it's going to just keep happening, and I don't know how often it does it. I don't know what triggers it to restart, but it just freezes out, and I think it's because when I stream for longer than about 3 hours, I think the computer starts to get a little bit funny, which, again, it shouldn't do because, yeah,
I haven't
it's
streamed for 3 hours.
we have been live for over 3 hours now.
Really?
Yeah,
Have we
it's
actually?
20. It's 20 to 10. I started at 7.
Crazy.
It's been 2. It hasn't been 2. It's been 2, like closer to 3 than it has been 2. But it's like, I don't know. Either way, like the longer streams, I don't know. It's just my computer seems to be struggling with it at the moment, and it's not good. Can I watch your stream until? For your information, I'm Canadian. Of course you can, bud. Welcome in. Everyone is welcome. This isn't a locked lobby. This isn't a closed lobby. or a friends only, it's open for anyone to join. And of course you're welcome. I'd invite you to keep watching the stream anyway, so at least then, as and when a lobby space frees up, I'll call it, and then whoever's watching, waiting for a space, they can jump in and take it. We're just waiting for Zach to get to track, and then we can start the qualifying for this round.
Yeah, man, I'm not doing this track. Screw this, man.
Well, leave then.
Driving.
Nah, I don't do that.
Well, you're leaving then. No, you're not going to sit it out. I've just had a message off someone waiting to race. They want to race, and then you're sat here taking it for granted.
I mean, I was thinking.
To make it even more fun, you could drive a French car.
I'm not driving a French car.
With any paint scheme I have, mate, you can have whatever on your car, whatever. It's all good. There's no limitations here. 2 hours 40. Boo, says Sliced. That's just added an extra race ban.
I was extremely contemplating doing commentary instead.
You were extremely contemplating it.
Well,
yeah, but I'm driving now, so I might as well just stay on track.
Okay, we'll stay driving then, within common sense. Okay.
Matt, just quickly, yeah, make sure you call Slice Mr. Dunlop here and there. He loves that name.
I'll slide in a Mr. Dunlop, okay. I'll refer to him as Mr. Dunlop for the remaining. No boo to him sitting out. Ah! Okay, race ban removed. I thought he booed me, so I added an extra race ban for him. But it's fine, I've removed it.
Just do whatever with Slice now, because you know, if you just say race ban, add it.
Yeah. How to get Slice to behave, just add a race ban to his already large list of race bans. Right, anyway, we've got 15 players active on track. Are we ready to go?
Degnal 1 just screwed me over.
We're ready to go?
Yeah, let's go.
Okay, Zach, you have got your opportunity right now. If you'd like to commentate, pull out of the race. If you'd like to stay racing, stay racing.
Oh my god!
No, I'll stay racing, it's right.
Alright, bud. Right, well, I'm going to shoot on over to stream chat, guys, for the qualifying. But best of luck. I shall speak to you afterwards. There we go. It is full. You guys wish you were on my level of race bands. It is full. And say we did have one person that thought he was going to jump out, but he's decided to stay in anyway. Yeah, we're ready to go for the qualifying, though. No, I don't want to enter. There we go. Let's get qualifying underway. Switch my face cam off, so it's all about the racing. There we are. Hopefully everyone's learned their lesson this time with the qualifying, though, is to leave a bit of a gap between themselves when leaving, not all to rush out onto track as soon as possible. Realistically, there is time for an out lap and a flying lap. I don't think there's enough time for much more than that, though. Not unless you're really, really fast and no mistakes and you get out and get your flying lap done. Troyer, though, is first out from the squad. Well, say he was first out. Astral and Grappig have just shot around him. Kian, though, is battling up with Kynan. Bit of an issue there. You guys just need to give yourselves a bit of room. That's all you need to do. It's an outlap. There shouldn't be any fighting, any tussling whatsoever. Just space yourselves out nicely on the track and go for some fast laps. That's all we got to do. Keenan is in the kitty litter in the R8, but he comes back on track, just missing Harrison and Giovo as they slot themselves past. Harrison in the Shadow Realm Racing M6. It's a really nice livery. Reminds me a lot of the Red Bull livery, but obviously not saying that it is a Red Bull. It's just similar style with the colour schemes, but I do like it. It's very subtle. Let's jump away from him, and I was going to say jump over to Jolvo in the Red Dragon Racing Mustang, who seems to be having a better race, but he had a slip as well. Zach up the inside, pushing himself up into 4th on the qualifying. Jolvo just going wide on the hairpin. Yeah, everyone's still seeming to be in a bit of a gap. Astral and Grappig in a bit of a gap. So just Kian, who's out on his own. Who have we got else in a bit of a gap? Troy is in not too bad of a racing gap for qualifying. Let's just have a look at these lot and say these lot are all tied into a bit of a battle. There's not much going on there. Deluxe has got a pretty decent set of space as well for himself. And then Wamp is just coming out of the pits as we speak. So Kian then, CCR Supra for him. Changed up from the M6 from last run. Clearly he finds the Supra a better track for Suzuka. We'll see how that goes for him, as he is the first of our racers here to come across the line and start qualifying at Suzuka. So Kian will be the one to set the benchmark, as well as Astro, both big hitters in the racing lobby. Very, very fast races indeed. Graphic, though, Graphic can be fast. We've seen him towards the bottom of the lobbies, and I think it's mainly just been down to bad racing luck, as opposed to skill. Graphic has actually got a fair bit of skill and can be rather fast. Jolvo then in the Red Dragon Racing Mustang. Just going to take a second to appreciate the livery. Not one made by me or Ash, but just still a very, very lovely tribute racing livery in total. Yeah, I really like that. Big fan of that, Jolvo. Troyer then, loyal to the McDonald's M6. He's in 5th position. Again, though, I do like the design. It's nicely laid out. It's not too overpowering. Pretty simple. And I could definitely believe that the McDonald's DJ is the GOAT of liveries. I will give it to him. DJ is one of the members of the RDR community, and in the Discord you'll often see him posting in the media section something new that he's been working on, and it's always incredible. But yes, Keenan then in the plain Audi R8. Armin Patronus RCF. Zach is he's not in his R8 today. He's gone for an Iron Lynx Hurricane. Dylan back in the Scottish Porsche. And then Lockdown in the Logitech Ferrari. Not a Marlboro livery for Lockdown today, which is unusual. Troy is in NASCAR livery. I'm not going to call it a NASCAR livery because we're not NASCAR racing, but it certainly is NASCAR style, that's for sure. Mulpass Freisch in the standard liveried Alpha, but still a gorgeous livery to rock indeed. I do love that standard livery that they've got on it. Don't say I've seen a black and silver version before, which looks really nice as well. So, LBR then in his Peugeot. SSR Harrison, as we said, in the Shadow Realm M6. Deluxe in his Goku GTR. Bubba Wallace's livery. Oh, cool. And HRS. I didn't actually know it was a genuine livery. Thank you very much for the info, Slice. So then, as the lap times have come in, it is Astral who is out on top with a 1:59.747. Kian in second place with a 2 minutes 2:52. And then Jolvo rocking third place in that Mustang with a 2:01.246 as he starts his second lap here of qualifying. He will be able to finish this lap, but yeah, that'll be it. So yes, 2 qualifying laps available in the session. Lockdown in the Logitech Ferrari goes 4th. Potentially not going for the Marlboro livery has gone in his favour here. 747, let Pan Am know that. Yeah, so the fastest is a 1:59.747. Pan Am 747, of course, is going to be very happy indeed. Not in the lobby today. So let's have a look then. The final lap sign just initiating above all the drivers' heads as they finish up their laps. 2 minutes continuation time here in the qualifying session. Dylan has had enough of it in his Porsche and has parked it up in the kitty litter. Zach, though, is still pushing. Are we going to see any change to those top 3? I mean, Deluxe has just pushed himself up into 3rd in the Goku GTR, so a fantastic run for him for 3rd position. Zach looking to improve, but not looking to go pole. Is there anyone then, as we cross the sector times, who is looking purple? Kian giving it absolutely everything to dethrone Astral off that first spot. How does Kian look time-wise compared to his previous time? We'll have to stay on board until he hits a sector timer. I don't think, unless he's got it on display himself. Yeah, we can't change the mini map on the right hand side from track map over to his timings, unfortunately. But oh, he's run wide there. That has cost him his time. That is a shame. So it looks like second place provisionally for Kian, unless anyone else can put pathways to that. Wamp in 3rd position, though he's happy with that after just dethroning Deluxe off the podium, and Deluxe now stuck in 4th with no time to adjust that time for himself. Jovo, though, just running 5th position for Jovo. He hasn't moved up anywhere. It is, in fact, though, Zach who puts himself up into 5th, pushing Jovo just down 1 by 0.1. Fantastic lap for Zach in the Iron Lynx Hurricane. So by the looks of it, then, everyone has finished their runs. I don't think there's anyone else still pushing severely. I mean, we've got Mulpash, Dylan's not, Armin's not, and Graphic aren't either. They've all just finished pushing. SSR Harrison, though, managed to get an 8th out of that M6 just towards the end. So, yeah, a definite much better result for him. So first position goes to Astral, the 159.747. Kian in second place in that Supra, 2 minutes 252. Wamp then in third in the M6 GT3 with a time of 2 minutes and 0.575. Deluxe then in fourth in the GTR Nismo, followed by Zach in fifth in the Hurricane GT3. The first time there of 2:01 occupied by Zach. Jolvo then in the Mustang in sixth position. Troyer in seventh in the M6 Sprint. And then Harrison in the M6 Endurance. For finishing up the top half of the grid. Lockdown then, Grappig, Mold Pass, Fresh, Dylan, Armin, LBR and Keenan. And those are your bottom half of the grid going into this final round here of Suzuka. Funny Clippy from Grappig. What is this funny Clippy that he's talking about? Let's have a quick look, shall we? Let's give him the benefit of the doubt. Oh, it's just him and Jolvo having a head-to-head by the looks of things. Yeah, okay, we're not going to spend too much time watching that. We'll just come back to it as and when we need to. I'm just going to flick myself over quickly to the General, have a quick chat with them all. Fellas, how are we feeling after that? Kian and Astral, strong performance for you both. Thank you for the sub, whoever that was. Just saw the timer here move, so thank you. Can we make this number go to 5? Is there anyone watching that hasn't? Come on.
Harrison, I'm gonna straight
Maybe. Let's not straight line each other. Let's try and be nice and respectful. Leave a bit of room.
Harrison, I'm not gonna straight line you.
Oh, okay. Well, now we believe you, mate. 100%.
Until last.
You know what, Jordy? I'm definitely not gonna blow you up in turn 3.
Harrison, I won't fully force you off.
Anyway,
No, I
fellas,
totally
we
won't,
all ready to go? If so, let's make sure that our tyres are set for the strategies that you guys want to pull. Remember, 8 laps, 3 times tyre, 2 times fuel. Yeah, other than that, though, guys, best of luck. Let's get the race underway. Just make sure you're all ready on your tyres. Let me know if, obviously, if you need a couple of seconds. But other than that, though, guys, best of luck.
Matt, watch the video clip.
No. Do it after.
Watch the end.
Do it after. Right. There we go. Just shoot them back over so it's just me and you stream. Let's get the race underway. LBR was born ready for this run. Lucas, where did you come? Tyre wear could be a factor, for sure, for definite. 14th position for the Peugeot. Coming in strong, Lucas. Hopefully, though, can change it as we go into the race. That wasn't what I meant to do. Oh, fantastic. I've now lost my menu. There it is. Okay, so race info. Remember, full starts are on. First position for Astral. Kian in second. He's got the inside line. Has he got the launch? Away they go. The whole grid seems to have gotten away pretty quick there. Not too much position changing off the start due to bad stats. No penalties either by the looks of it. First bend in then. We're having a few people run wide. Keenan running very wide in the R8 there. But the rest of the pack seems to now be heading towards the... seems to be heading towards the S's. Oh, we've had a bit of a spin. Kian and HRS are out. Zach now occupying second place. Jolvo up into third. Not too sure what happened there. Hopefully those guys clip it and we'll have a look back if we need to. Zach and Jolvo now pushing nicely in second and third. Troyer and Deluxe now having a little bit of a battle. Deluxe, I think, maybe having a little bit of a lag, which is a shame, but Deluxe is now down in 6th. And Pass Freisch has pushed that Alpha up into 7th. Good run for him so far. We need the replay button. I know it will come, mate. It will come. I'm getting a second-hand keyboard for it. Exactly for that reason. I can't do it now because I need my keyboard for the PC. Keenan has found himself off and backwards. That is a shame, and in the path of lockdown. Keenan there still running, nice to see. Oh, we have a yellow flag further up ahead as well in the field. Let's have a look. Astral, though, first place. Tearing apart 1.5 seconds to second place in the form of Zach, who's nearly 2 seconds out from Jolvo in third in that RDR Mustang. But I'm glad to see that up on the podium, of course. I've just realised as well. We're commentating on the race and we got my face cam on. We don't do that, do we? Right, Grappig then. Down in 4th position. Deluxe challenging behind in the Goku GTR. Looking to make a move on Grappig around the fast left-hander. He's right on that bumper of that Porsche, dancing away in the mirrors, showing himself there on the left-hand side. Hello, mate, we're going up the inside here. Deluxe, oh, what a move, just up the inside of Grappig. Grappig had nowhere to go. There was no defensive moves in the book for Grappig that could defend off Deluxe from that. And Deluxe now pushing and pressuring Jolvo in third. A phenomenal run for Deluxe. Oh, Deluxe has actually dived into the pits early. He's going for the undercut. Graphic now takes that position back up into 4th and chases Jolvo down in 3rd. Dylan now in 5th in the Scottish Porsche after making the move around Mulpass Freisch, who's also up into 6th. Troyer now in 7th in that McDonald's M6. Kian now up into 8th after the horrible incident on the first section, actually. It was this corner here that caused the incident for Kian. Hopefully, again, though, we can look back on that. So then, the positions standing. Jolvo still in 3rd position, being challenged up behind by Grappig in 4th. Behind Grappig, we have Deluxe just half a second out in that Scotland RSR. He's pushing nicely as well. Fantastic racing from him, especially after blowing the cobwebs off his controller for such a long time. Only recently installing, Only recently installing Gran Turismo back again today after spending so much time off it. Not too sure what else he was playing, but fair play to him. Mulpass Freisch then, 6th position in the Alpha. Currently looking rather nice, running rather sweet. Can I join you to commentate? Yeah, sure, man. Jump in the stream chat. We'll have Sliced in commentating with us as well. I'm just going to turn Slice's audio up ever so slightly for when he joins. There we go, and we're ready for him. So what we'll probably do then, we'll have one of us watching the top 8, and then one of us watching the top or the bottom. We're just waiting for him to jump in with us. But Astro, though, nearly 3 seconds out now, 2nd lap in around Suzuka, out in 1st place. A phenomenal run for him. He's been very dominant in the lobby so far tonight. Obviously, we did have the twin podium win for Mr. Nice, who's a newcomer that joined us this evening. Astral, though, was still up there and competitive in pretty much every race. And I believe it was Astral that won the previous race and chose Suzuka here. 2.5 seconds, though, split 1st and 2nd place in the form of Zach in the Huracan. Zach wasn't actually planning on racing this. He was going to be commentating along with us, but I'm glad he has, as of course he's found himself now in 2nd place. Deluxe, though, we've got to remember, has pitted, and he pitted straight away. Meaning the next time that we see him in the top half of the leaderboard, he's going to be causing trouble. Especially if the people in front of him haven't pitted. Astral and Zach are yet to pit. Jolvo's also yet to pit in 3rd position, and he's still battling away with Grappig. Of course, Grappig has got his own trouble, though, with Dylan. Pushing and shoving each other there, tussling away, getting the elbows out. Racing incident so far, hopefully, unless something's happened that we didn't quite catch. However, Grappig has come out on top. Dylan now resetting and looking at another move to go around Grappig once again. Grappig, though, because of this, has now lost a gap down to 2.5 seconds to Jolvo in 3rd position. So Jolvo now easing off a little bit, being able to breathe, knowing that he hasn't got Grappig in the rear view just yet. He has obviously still got the danger of it. It is close. He's going to have to keep his pace up, but it's looking good. Zach then, 2 seconds out from Astral and 4 seconds ahead of Jolvo, and then Jolvo with a 2.5 second gap back to Grappig. Something happened there, Dylan has gone off, and it means that Mulpass Freisch has now moved up to 5th. Not a name that we were expecting to see up in the top 5 of the cars, considering he started in 11th, but a phenomenal run so far for the Frenchman who's come into the lobby tonight. Great to see, buddy, and well done so far. Making the move on Grappig, pushing the pressure. Foot on the neck. How is Grappig going to take this pressure? Of course, this here was the corner that we saw the move being made on Grappig in the first place. I think it was Deluxe the one up the inside and then dived into the pits for this move. How's it going to pan out this time? Grappig shuts the door. Mulpass doesn't go for it. Or Mulpass Freisch doesn't go for it there. Kian, though, also catching himself up into 6th position, just behind Mulpass Freisch. Fantastic recovery race for him as well, considering he was on the start of the row when the incident occurred. So, Astral, still about a 2 second gap. Zach very slowly but surely cutting away at some of that time. 1.5 seconds gap now, as we say. Jolvo now 5.5 seconds back, but 3.5 seconds back from Jolvo to Grappig. So there is breathing room for Jolvo in the Red Dragon Mustang. Sliced has joined us. Deluxe is off, which is a shame. Yep. Of course, Deluxe was looking really competitive at the start of the race, and he pitted first lap out to try and give himself the overcut on everyone else. We'll see how that pans out for him. Astral just increasing that gap ever so slightly to Zach, relieving a little bit of pressure from himself, but Zach not giving in easily. He doesn't want to give in just yet at all. Jolvo then in third position in the Red Dragon Mustang, still just cruising along nicely with that gap down to fourth and up to second. Graphic then in fourth position has got Mulspash about a second behind, but Mulspash, oh no, but Mulspash has found the gravel. What a shame. Dylan and Lockdown both pushing themselves, oh, and Kian as well, sorry, up the inside, and that means Kian has now pushed back up to fifth. What a fantastic recovery race for Kian. Of course, still yet to pit, but it's looking much, much better for him, considering where he was looking lap 1. Dylan as well, also pushing nice and consistent in his push. Sixth position for him, just chasing Kian down to try and catch up with the rest of the pack. Well, say rest of the pack, just catch Graphic to begin with. Kian running wide there on the double spoon, just cutting back in front of Dylan though. Locked or shutting the door on Kian. Call out from Wump on Kian, we'll have to have a look at that. Lockdown then just waiting patiently in the wings there for something to happen between Kian and Dylan for him to pounce. Most pace or past Fraish then has found his position in 8th after that slip. Astral now though from first has dived into the pits, and it means Zach takes preliminary pole of the race in that Iron Lynx Hurricane. Flying ahead so far though. Grapig in 4th has dived into the pits as well. Jolvo in 2nd position. What are we laughing at? What have we found, Slice?
HRS called Kian a lizard.
He called Kian a lizard. Oh gosh.
Yeah.
Not too sure why. We'll have to have a look at that. But 2nd place occupied now by Jolvo in the Red Dragon Mustang. Again, Jolvo and Zach 1st and 2nd place. And 3rd place actually now of Dylan in the Scotland 911 RSR. Both of these still to pit. Kian I have just seen though in the leaderboards diving into the pits as well. Astral has Astral pitted? I want to say Astral is pitted. Astral has
medium soft.
There we go. So Astral
right
is
now
now on the soft after pitting in 4th position. So he is looking dangerous for Dylan, Zach, and Jolvo. Of course, Deluxe now has entered into the top 8. He's doing really well in the GTR. Maybe that first lap pit could have worked out well for him. We'll just have to keep an eye on his tyre wear. Troyer doing well to recover into 6th. And Mulpass Fraser up into 5th.
Whatever his name is.
Who?
The French guy.
Troyer.
No, the guy above him. Whoever that is.
Oh, Troyer having a little bit of a slip and slide, but just recovering it nicely. Slightly running wide there. Grapig is now backwards, I can see. That is a shame. Unlucky Grapig. Gets himself back going again and slots in just behind Lockdown in 10th. He has got 13 seconds back to Armin in the Patronus RCF, so not too much to worry about. And then Harrison ringing up the rear, 13 seconds out from Armin. Zach then, 1st position. He has got to pit in that Hurricane. What tyres is he currently running on now? Has he gone for the softs first?
Yes, yes.
He's gone for the softs first. This could put him into the pits now then. Don't know, how's he looking wear-wise? Is he over the halfway mark? Yes, he's diving into the pits now from the softs. That is Zach, your 1st place leader into 1st. That puts Jolvo coming round in 2nd place. He also dives into the pits in the Mustang, not leaving it to chance on the mediums. Go into the softs now for the final 2 laps.
Astral should be ahead by like 4.
Dylan also dives in. Now Astral starting to peel those positions back. He takes first place back off Zach and is back leading this race in the AMG. Who comes out next though? Zach. Not too far behind Astral considering, so I think the later pit may have worked in Zach's favour. He has caught up. It didn't. I'd have said he was with him. I'd said he's 3.5 seconds out after coming out. Don't forget now, Zach is on the faster tyres than Astral. Astral on those... is he not? Is Astral on the soft still?
Mediums. Yeah.
In fact, let me just change it on over to all info because this is going to be more
Astral started
helpful.
on mediums and kept the lead.
Oh, okay. So Astral. Oh, yeah. So Astral has actually gone for the optimal strategy. Sorry, my apologies, stream. I thought Astral was on the mediums. No, he's on the softs. So yeah, Zach hasn't got the optimal tyre then. No, it won't put Zach anywhere further than 2nd place so long as everything runs smoothly for Astral. However, he is looking smooth in 2nd place. Mulpass Fraish in 3rd. However, he does need to pit still. He's yet to pit. He's running low on those softs. Astral Purple. Astral looking to improve his time. A 2:12 at race C, mate. I tried my best. That's all good, mate. As long as you've tried your best, that's all that matters. Astral, though, is purple currently to dethrone Zach of a 2 minutes .5. I think it might be on for him. As he, round the double spoon, he's still nice and consistent. Not looking to me like he's lost any time just yet. Keeps it nice and clean on the exit there. Keeps his foot down. Great pace from him. Zach just ringing up behind 5 seconds now. And then just further 5 seconds back then to Molspash Fraiche.
Yep, 3/10 up.
3/10 up for Astral, still purple. Go on, let's stay on board with Astral then, our race leader then, as he enters the penultimate lap and ticks off the fastest lap of the race so far. Number 77, that Miku AMG. It is a very striking livery, that, to say the least. A 159.993 it is from Astral then. Zach can't answer that on the mediums, I don't think. He's currently, though, 5.5 seconds out with Molspash Fraiche in third. Now, Molspash Fraiche needs to pit on this lap, otherwise they're going to look at a minute's penalty. Jolvo in 4th position after pitting in the Red Dragon Racing Mustang. Great to see that thing running so well. Deluxe then in 5th position now. Potential 1 position change up for Deluxe, so he's going to look at 4th. Troyer off.
And
Troyer off
the
from
chicane.
9th, unfortunately. I think Astral is purple again, by the way.
He is. By 19 thousandths.
Fair play to him. Astral back purple. Phenomenal run for him. Very dominant indeed.
He's only focused on fastest laps right now.
I don't blame him. I'd say he is running very clear out in front.
3/10 up.
He's 13 seconds out from the bottom of the podium step here. Jolvo and Molspash Fraiche having a bit of a jumble there. Jolvo did just smack the back end of Mols, but backed off and allowed him to have the race in time. It's brought Jolvo and Deluxe rather close together. However, yeah, Molspash Fraiche running wide on the chicane. Deluxe, though, snapping up the inside and taking 4th off Jolvo, putting himself in between Jolvo and the Frenchman. Deluxe, though, looking at an attack. These tyres are not lasting well at all for Molspash Fraiche. Deluxe on the Racing Soft. He went for the Racing Soft after changing them. I don't know whether that was optimal. Jolvo now on the Racing Soft as well, but much fresher than Deluxe and Molspash Fraiche's. He looks to make a move as well. Deluxe, though, up into 3rd. A phenomenal run for him. Jolvo now taking 4th position as well. And the battle for 3rd place now lies between Deluxe and Jolvo. Of course, Moore having to dive into the pits on this lap now. So yeah, 11 seconds gap between Zach and Deluxe in 2nd and 3rd position, and a 7-second gap between 2nd and 1st. A dominating run for the top 3 for sure. Deluxe and Jolvo, though, are tied into a battle here as we cross the line for the full what is the 2nd to last time here, starting the final lap around Suzuka. And it's starting as it means to go on between these two, with Jolvo and Deluxe, both titans on this circuit. Deluxe, though, just getting outbroken by Jolvo. Jolvo around the outside with a much ballsier move. Slamming that Mustang just in front of Deluxe and stealing that last position on the podium from him. All Jolvo now has to do is defend off Deluxe just for this lap. Deluxe, though, is coming thick and fast. He's not taking his foot off of Jolvo's neck. No pressure or breaths for Jolvo. Not yet, anyway. He is still very much under the pressure. Slice, how are we going? How are we looking further back through the field? How's everyone else faring?
Not much. Everyone's pretty decently spread out as now.
I'd say so myself, and say I think this may be the best battle to stay on board with so far. Jolvo, of course, bringing that Mustang home so far in 3rd position, the Red Dragon Racing livery. We know full well as well that the Mustang is not a meta car in any way. Dylan now putting an attack on the Frenchman Molspash Fraiche. That could be interesting to see a turnaround.
Not pitted yet.
Well, he still hasn't pitted.
No.
Oh, then there's a position loss there. That's going to be a minute penalty for Molspash Fraiche. That's a shame. I hope you crash tomorrow. Commentating, of course, on board with Mr. Dunlop. Jolvo in 3rd position. We're watching our man Jolvo on the final lap. 1.8 seconds now.
To the line.
Yep, Astral, sorry. Across the line in 1st position. Well done, Astral. Fantastic run for yourself. Very dominant indeed. Zach, congratulations, mate. Weren't even expecting to run, yet coming across with the silver medal in hand. Nicely done.
Oh, we got a battle
Jolvo
for 7th.
Pushing fantastically, though, in that Mustang to secure 3rd place. A phenomenal run for Jolvo in the Red Dragon Mustang. Very well done indeed. Deluxe then finishing in 4th. Molspash Fraiche getting pushed down.
With the
Dylan
minute.
in 5th position, Grappig in 6th, Lockdown in 7th, Bulls Pass Race so far in 8th. Troyer, though, to take 8th position here in that McDonald's M6 as he comes across the chicane for the final time and up to the line. 8th position for Troyer. Armin then is the next one to come across the line in 9th position, which will then put Moles Pass Fraiche down to the bottom of the grid due to that penalty. But that means all 10 races now, though, have come across the line. Congratulations. Oh, there we go. Congratulations, though, go to Astral, Zach, and Jolvo for sitting up on the panel or up on the podium spot. The fastest lap, though, of course, as we watched with Astral, a 1:59.9. Zach, 2nd place in the Hurricane, and then Jolvo in the Red Dragon Mustang coming through in 3rd. Deluxe in 4th position in the GTR Nismo, and then Dylan in 5th in the 911 RSR. Grappig in his 911 RSR in 6th, Lockdown in 7th in his 458 GT3, and then Troyer finishing the top half of the grid in 8th. Armin, Moles Pass Fraiche in 9th and 10th, SRR Harrison and Kean both disconnecting, as well as HRS, LBR and Keenan. So we only had the 10 runners. Anyway, though, guys, that was a phenomenal run. We're definitely going to be saving that replay. There may be a few things to look back on, so if you guys did clip it, make sure to let me know now and chuck me the clips on over so that we can review them. Slice, let's just jump back on over into General, though, and have a chat with them and find out what's going on now. There we go. So we're back over now. But yes, no, guys, fantastic race up until there was a few incidents to look back on there, I feel, between a few. Let me know if there was anything specific you needed to look back on if you've got the clips.
On my big finger, I was safe.
Okay.
I'm not complaining.
Did you? Right, you've sent me a clip, have you?
I sent you.
Oh yeah, I muted you because you were being a funny little bastard in last stream, didn't I?
Yeah.
No swearing
Right.
on stream.
Yeah.
Right. Well, I can see you sent me 2 clips, but neither one are Gran Turismo. So.
Go up.
Oh, that one's Gran Turismo. There we go. What were the other 2 for?
They're pretty cool. Just watch them as
Oh, I'm not going to do it now. Right, anyway. So a little bit of lag there for Moles Pass Fraiche to put him in front.
Oh my
Nothing that you've done wrong there.
Have I done all?
Was that all I was looking at? Was just someone lagging?
Yes, that's what your man was complaining about.
I got called out in chat and I don't even know what.
I don't. Well, to be fair, he could call you out all he likes, mate. He didn't actually pit, so that was silly. Do I need to improve my on my lap time? And I'll go into the Nation Cup tomorrow. Wish me luck. I'll need it. Yeah, big luck, big razor on the Nations Cup tomorrow, and anyone else, of course, if you are entering. I won't be, as we are still on controller, no wheel as of yet, but hopefully in the next couple of weeks that should happen.
What is the Nations?
The Nations Cup. It's where people from different nations.
Is like
which
street,
one is
it's street cars on Trout Mountain, like the Porsche, the Lambo, and all that stuff.
Hey, don't it start tomorrow?
Yes,
Yeah.
it does. It
I
does.
thought one we can actually qualify for the World Series.
I will be honest though, guys, because of that issue with the PC, I'm a little bit reluctant to do another run. It's 10:15 now, so it is a decent enough. It is. We've had a decent enough run so far in the lobby. We've been streaming now for over 3 hours. I know you're all being petty and pedantic about it, Slice, weren't we earlier?
One more Le Mans run.
Yeah.
Well, the next time that we're actually going to be racing is going to be it's going to be group 1 and group 3, isn't it? Over in Le Mans for the I got a new setup. Wheel is next on the list. Good man, Dylan. Yeah, I'm pretty sure we've got the community race night, which we're doing a little endurance race in
What night is that?
WEC.
Oh, Harrison.
Yes.
We're going to get a 45-second penalty for this.
Oh, let's go!
Yes. Matt S. Conductor Lento. Is that me saying that I'm conducting the stream?
Nothing will beat the 45-second pen.
No.
I don't know. Anyway, Slice, your race ban has now been served.
Oh no.
I think
one
there's
of them
another
anyway.
for
I think we'll still miss. I think we'll miss one race on the community night. But yeah, no, guys, we're going to be calling it a night there on the stream. It's been a phenomenal one to stream for you all. Haven't actually checked if we've gained any new Discord members tonight. I don't think we have. No new Discord members tonight, but that's all good. We have gained 4 subs, which is a lovely start, and making efforts towards. Thank you for the race, LBR and MMX signing off. Nice to see you, bud. we'll see you in the next one. But yes, the next racing night will be in the community night, which is still an open lobby, but community members in the Discord have got priority on the spaces. Tomorrow night, though, of course, is the launch of our new roleplay lobby, which is the RDRP. If you want to find out more about that, guys, then head on over to the stream, which is on the channel now. It's just set to go live tomorrow. The rules are in the description over there, or you could go on over to our posts on our YouTube, and you'll find the rules in the community side over there. Kian is saying things in Spanish to me. I'm not too sure what it says, but we'll leave it there. Yes, guys, other than that, though, thank you very, very much for running with us tonight. It's been a pleasure to stream for you all, and we will catch you in the next one. So, unless anyone else in the chat has got anything they'd like to add? It's not going to be anything nice, I'd imagine, if there's anything to add. Yeah, if you haven't already, guys, make sure you hit that sub button. Push us one sub closer to 500 subs. It's on the cards this week. It could happen. We'll have to see. But no, and say make sure you've liked the stream for us as well, guys, and you've rung the notifications bell to stay involved with whenever we go live. But other than that, though, guys, thank you very, very much for joining. I've been Matt, and peace out.